Good evening and welcome to Zeeland Stadium. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack as we call all the action for you on this West Catholic YouTube network. And Joe, just when you think you played every great game of the year, you get to the last game of the year and you go, you know what? You've got another great game on the schedule. And, beginning of the year, you looked at the South Christians and, just going to Cincinnati, Elder, and Coopersville. I mean, the list goes on. Forest Hills Eastern, which was a nail-biter, to say the least, with the Landon Smith field goal that won the game. But then you look at this game here, you've got two of the top teams in the area, in the state, going at it. West Catholic comes in at number 3 or number 2, depending on what poll you look at.
Depending on what poll,
number 3 in Division 3, and in Zeeland West, depending on what poll you look at, number 3 in Division 3 or number 5. It just depends.
Who scheduled this silly game at the end of the year? I mean, come on now. We had a discussion with the AD about this. Like, I don't know. We kind of know that we're destined for playoffs, but this is two very good football teams playing at the end, and both of them obviously have some home field advantage situations going. But let's hope everybody stays good and healthy tonight.
Yes, you really do.
On both teams.
Yep, there'll be two hard-hitting teams, two power teams, that's for sure. West Catholic last week, they were 54-14 winners over Hamilton. Running clock in the second half, just a dominant performance. We'll talk a little bit more about that. The Zeeland West Ducks, it's duck season. Oh, no, wait.
Wabbit season.
Oh, it's bow hunting
Ducks,
season.
Oh, bow hunting season.
Technically, in the state of Michigan.
Sure.
They beat South Christian 34-21 last week. And, of course, we played South Christian at home and lost 41-38 by 3 points, which really could have went either way. I felt like we outplayed South Christian, but Carson Viss outplayed everybody
on the field.
And he took home that win. And what was really interesting is you look at South Christian, such a dominant team, yet they've lost 4 in a row. So they start out 4-0, ranked number 1. When we played them, they were ranked number 1 in Division 4. And then what do? They go on and lose 4 in a row.
And arguably, and I've talked to a number of people, Carson Viss might be one of the best raw talents. He's not refined. He's not a refined football player. He's a great basketball player. But, arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Michigan right now. And they've got all the pieces, and it just, I don't know, games have slipped away from them. They're probably the best 4-4 team in the state.
Yeah, and I think that's true.
Yeah.
Well, you look at their conference, right? And, who's in South Christian with? Well, they're with Zeeland West.
Right.
They're with Zeeland East. There's no pushover.
No.
They're a 4-4 team too, but they played a really tough schedule. They're also with Forest Hill Central.
Last year's state champions.
And, ranked in the top 10 again this year.
Yep.
And who is the other team in the conference, Joe? Well, there's Wyoming, but the other really good team in the conference, Unity Christian. Who happens to be number 1 in Division 4. So Zeeland West, they come in the game at 7-1. They're only lost to that number 1 team in the state, Unity Christian. So West Catholic's going to have their hands full tonight.
I think so. It's two very good football teams, two hard teams to match up, right? Especially defensively. Been thinking about this for a while now. How is Darren Smith? He's seen a wing T look this year already, but nobody runs it like John Shalito and the crew here at Zeeland West. It's and they throw different looks at it. They run the wing tee out of the gun. They run some veer. It's really, really unique. He puts new stuff in, and these athletes, they play for him. There's some good history here. There's state championships involved. They had a great run, a 60-6 run for back in the teens, and this is a great program we're coming into right now.
Yeah, two storied programs for sure, and I think for West Catholic, we'll talk more about keys of the game, but I do feel one of the keys to the game will be those linebackers for West Catholic because, Chris Schaub is out.
Right.
Colin Abram is out for the year. And so you've got 2 starting linebackers, and now you've got, Jujem that's, in the lineup. You've got David Brittenfeld, who's seeing more time defensively now. So they're really going to have to show up tonight.
Right. And it's also a really good thing. We watched last week where Connor Olszewski came back, and he was playing, lights out football. He was everywhere on the field, and that's nice to have him back in lieu of the injuries that we see on defense.
Well, yeah, and looking at the defensive stats from last week, Connor Olszewski did really well. And I think he had, I'm not sure how many tackles he had on the night.
I got it here somewhere, Tom.
Yeah, there you go. Why don't you take a peek at that?
We'll take a peek.
Well, we do know who led the team last week in tackles was Aaron Record.
Yeah.
And he had 15 tackles on the night. He's got 87 tackles on the season, and he was just flying around the field with Connor Olszewski as well.
Yeah, 15 tackles. Connor Olszewski, just 3. I think that might be, but he had 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
Seemed like he was in a whole lot more, but in on key plays. He again played like a Viper would.
And Jael Jujem, his first start at linebacker last week, and he really did well. He had 8 tackles. He's only got 15 tackles on the season. He had 8 tackles last week. So again, you're asking for an underclassman to step up.
Next guy.
And he really did. So he's going to have his hands full tonight. But if he shows up and has a great game like he did last week, I think that'll make all the difference in the world for.
And credit
West
to the
Catholic.
coaching staff for prepping these guys to be able to do that.
Yeah.
To step up and really not miss a beat and be able to contribute there on defense.
Yeah, and you look at the 2 linebackers and Dom Fisher that's been out. Cal Peterson lost some time. Now he's back in the defensive lineup this evening.
It's good.
We look at offensively last week. I think you said it on air, like this team is clicking on all cylinders. 225 yards for David Brittenfeld on 26 carries. He had 3 touchdowns on the ground. He also, by the way, I'll catch one out of the backfield, take it to the house for 25 yards for a touchdown. So Brittenfeld with 4 touchdowns last week. Just another amazing game by your senior running back.
Sure, and West Catholic really scored on all aspects of the game. There was a safety, there was rushing touchdown, passing touchdown, and
field goal.
And a field goal. So all we're missing is a run back and a defensive score. So
right.
Maybe we'll see some of that tonight.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
Well, and so. Looking at the offense, Grady Augustin last week with, Brittenfeld getting as many carries as he did last week with those 26 rushing attempts. He only had to throw the ball 11 times. He did complete 7 of those, and 4 of those 7 completions happened to be for touchdowns.
Yeah, that's efficiency for you.
That's not bad. Every other time you throw the ball, you're going to get a touchdown.
It's a meaningful pass, right? He had a great game. I mean, 154 yards, 7 of 11, 4 scores. He did have 1 pick, just a low ball and right place, right time for that defender, the running back, linebacker for Hamilton. But other than that, really a flawless game for him. And, he ran the ball well, 2 times for 17 yards.
Yeah. Yep. And Jack Zagunas, of course, his favorite receiver all year, 3 catches for 62 yards. He had 2 of those touchdowns that Grady threw. Connor Olszewski, 1 catch. Talk about efficiency. 1 catch for 50 yards in a score. And then, of course, Brittenfeld's touchdown out of the backfield. Landon Smith, special teams are really important. Last week he was 1 for 1 with his field goals, got 7 extra points. And so for the year, he has 6 field goals on the year.
Yep.
So 6 for 6 for field goals and 39 for 39 an extra point. So 45 kicks for the junior Landon Smith, and he's made every single one of them.
You'd think he'd have a sore foot or at least break a shoelace, right? I mean, the kid's got, and he's a junior.
Yeah.
I mean, Good hands. Like to have a good kicking game.
For sure.
And he won a game for us this year against Forest Hills Eastern.
He sure
and
did.
He won a game the year before against Coopersville. And that was a big one because he had just, he was a sophomore and had just come over and said, yeah, Coach, I'll help out.
And what's nice is you have the confidence in a kicker like that who hasn't missed, right? So, a game like this, I'm expecting a close game. I don't think this is going to be a type of game where you're going to get a running clock or a 20-point lead or whatever. I think it's going to be pretty tight through, and it could end up being another Landon Smith field goal. And, of course, Landon Grove certainly is very confident in his kicker.
He is. Yeah, we take a look at this game, and there's going to be big plays, really, from both sides.
Yeah.
Both offenses are powerful. And it really, I think, is going to come down to who makes the most critical stops at the right time tonight. And it could come down to the last team that's got the ball. It's just a very interesting dichotomy here between the two teams, and it's going to challenge both of the defensive coordinators for sure.
Well, that's exactly what happened with Forest Hills Eastern. We got that feeling throughout the game. It's like whoever has the ball last might be able to – and West Catholic only had 48 seconds on the clock when they got the ball, and they were down by 2, and yet they were able to march down the field. They're the last ones with the ball, and Landon Smith's field goal won it. We look at the season. Brittenfeld is now over the 1,000-yard mark with that 226 yards rushing. Last week, Joe, he's had 1,089 yards.
Beautiful.
With 14 touchdowns. Grady Augustin, he has 1,372 yards. He has 14 touchdowns as well. And then Jack Zagunis, he was just under 500 yards coming into last week's game. He went over the 500-yard mark last week, and he's got 557 for the year with 6 touchdowns.
I mean, think about this. He's got 33 receptions on the year. I don't know how many drops. Very few drops, right?
Yeah.
For 557 yards. Might not sound like a lot until you look at the average, all right, per catch. He's averaging 16.8 per catch. I mean, that's a lot. You put those numbers together, but, he's so effective, and he's so good with yards after the catch.
Yes.
Elusive as soon as he gets the ball. He always has a great first move, and it seems like he always gets some yards after the catch, if not a lot.
Right. Yeah, very elusive for sure. Yeah, I want to give a lot of props to that offensive line last week, though.
Yeah.
I mean, David Brittenfeld doesn't go for 226 yards unless that offensive line gets it done. Dakota Myron, Jacob Timmer, Charlie Stepker, Gabe Powers, Max Smith. I mean, they all just created some big holes. I think we called it, last week. It's like you and I might be able to run through those holes.
We could have. Yeah, we could have if we were patient enough. And that's another thing, David Brittenfeld. He's been waiting for those holes to develop very patiently and then just runs hard through them. He's so hard to bring down.
Yeah, and that's probably the biggest difference. Well, I would say both those things, right? He is tougher to bring down, than he was a year ago, because when you hit him up high, he'll just break through the tackles. But the patience is the big thing. I think last year he was being a junior and, not getting as many touches with Charlie DeBruyn in the backfield too. He'd hit those holes really hard and sometimes not wait for the blockers really to open up that hole,
right,
where they're sure he is showing much more patience. Let's kind of turn our attention over to Zeeland West.
Well, let's thank our sponsors here on the Fox Pools pregame show. Our broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of these companies. Fox Pools, swimming pool installation, repair, supplies, and accessories, and they sponsor our Fox Pools pregame show. Custom Caulking, where quality is the priority, serving both commercial and residential customers, and they sponsor every one of our touchdowns. West End Body, the West Side's best collision repair, and they sponsor our halftime show. By Frank's Market, fresh meats, kielbasa, and so much more. Padgett Business Services, small business experts for accounting, tax prep, and payroll. By Duba Attorneys at Law, and you just saw Don last night. I saw Chris last Saturday, and so we covered both Dubas in 1 week.
And I will say, we've been promoting that Falcon Awards night for the last few weeks here, and what a wonderful night that was.
Nice.
They honored Bishop Wolkowiak. They honored Tom Fulis, who they showed a little video of each recipient too, and they had their words about what West Catholic means. And Tom Fulis' video was just amazing. How great! And then our good friend Jean King was honored for all the work that she did. She did a great job in talking about West when she accepted her award as well. And she has spent countless of hours, and the boards and the committees, the fish fries, and the list goes on. And so it's just a wonderful night to celebrate
and Bill
West.
Roersma and Mark Warren.
Yeah, that's right.
Phenomenal builders.
Yes, who decided just early on in their careers after they left West that they were both working for another company, and they said, we think we could just make a go of it on our own, and they did, and here they are 30-some years later, still in business, and kind of have handed it off to the next generation.
Yeah.
But what a business they'd built.
Absolutely. So Dubin Dube Attorneys at Law, simplifying the legal needs of businesses and individuals throughout West Michigan by Shaner Avenue Nursery, landscapes from concept to completion. Moore & Sons Roofing, your certified local Owens Corning roofing contractor. By Realtor Melissa Homewood and Epic Realty, your real estate done right. And by your West Catholic Falcon Touchdown Club, organizing and funding the best high school football program in Michigan. So, continuing with the Fox Pools pregame show, Zeeland West, Tom.
Yeah, Zeeland West. So
they're all that and a bag of chips.
Yeah, so
family-sized chips.
They are. So Trey Slotak, you look at last week's game against South Christian. He had a great game. He ended up. He actually had one pass to. They don't pass the ball a lot, but he certainly can. And I know you'll probably talk more about that. But he went 65 yards to Brandon Holman last week against South Christian in that win. Holman's only a sophomore. Isaac Vanderwag had 2 touchdowns on the night. Keaton Hendricks, you're going to hear that name a lot. He went for 210 yards last week on only 10 carries.
Okay.
So 21 yards a carry. Wes will not be able to do that. And he had a 58-yard touchdown run last week as well. And then Jonah Leslie out of the backfield. He had a touchdown as well. So they've just got so many monsters that can beat you.
It is, and that's that's the wing T offense, right? You have to account for every possible ball carrier, including the quarterback, and then guess what? When you least expect it, they're going to toss the ball.
Yeah. You want to cheat in towards the line? Yeah, we'll go deep on you.
Yeah, and Trey Slotak, I'll tell you what, he is. A lot of times Zeeland West has had quarterbacks here that were more of a running back style. They really, they haven't run a spread offense. I'll tell you what, Trey Slotak could quarterback a spread offense. He is a pure thrower, and that makes him extremely dangerous when you least expect it.
Very dangerous.
Yes.
Again, welcome to Zeeland Stadium. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack on the YouTube West Catholic Network. Glad that you're with us tonight. Perfect night for fall football.
Oh, it's beautiful.
High 50s, and teams are back in the locker room doing their final preparations for the night. We're at about the 5:18 mark before kickoff. Joe, let's talk a little bit more about Zeeland West.
Well, Zeeland West, it's the Ducks. And, of course, I don't know if you checked the DNR website, but it is duck season.
And it's DUX.
DUX, yeah. Ducks phenomenal. They are number 3 in Division III, arguably, depending on which poll you take a look at, but certainly by the points, they are number 3. They're 7-1 overall, and we're 5-0 in the OK Gold. Zeeland West enrollment in 2024 is 986 kids. They are coached by John Shalito. He's in his 20th year here. He is the number 7 all-time winningest coach in the state of Michigan.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's something else.
That's why I love to hear your research, because
it's the most fun is researching. Other than sitting here with you, man, I love doing this research, pulling this stuff out of the deep basement of the internet, right?
Yeah.
334 and 106 to date. Okay, and that's spread out between really 4 teams. But at Zeeland West, he's 188 and 50.
Wow.
In those 20 years.
Wow. What is that, a 75% win percentage?
I didn't jot that down. I can't do math very well, right?
Roughly.
Yeah. Comstock Park from 82 to 84, and in 83 reached the semifinals in Class C. Was at East Kentwood for 2000 to 2003, and let's see, they lost in 99. Excuse me. No, he was at Orchard View after that from 86 to 99. Lost in the finals in 99 and 95 in the B finals. Okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, he builds programs quickly, right?
Yeah, I mean, Orchard View's been well known.
Yeah, it's the system. Then at East Kentwood in 2000, 2003, and then they lost in the 02 finals to Detroit Catholic Central. Okay, so number of trips.
The Shamrocks.
Exactly. And then at Zeeland West, they've done a great job. Recently, semifinalists last year, 9-4 team. Lost to Forest Hill Central, eventual state champions, 14 to 18. So they were right there. Mm-hmm. We look at 2022; they were 10-2. Lost in the regionals to Muskegon, eventual finalists there. They might have been state champions in 2022. 2015, they were 14-0, Division IV state champs over Flint Powers Catholic, 40-14. They were a 12-1 team in 2014, a semifinalist in D3, and lost to Muskegon. In 2013, 13-1. They were the champions against DeWitt. In 2011, this was during that really good stretch. They were like 60-6.
Wow.
And then 2011, another 14-0 team. Of course, that means state championship in D4 against Marine City. 2007, a 12-1 team. They were semifinalists. Lost to Country Day in that, and then 13-1 in 2006. They were the state championships there over Coopersville last trip there. So a lot of success, 4 state championships and a number of trips, right? We take a look at their schedule this year. They played Muskegon to start out the year, and I remember, this is going to be a biggie, right?
Yes.
And they beat Muskegon 28-13, and everybody went, what's up with the Ducks, right?
Yes.
Or what's up with the Big Reds? I don't know. Big Reds not having the greatest year, but still, they came out, pounded it, and gained everybody's attention. Next game, West Ottawa, a team on the resurge, but against the Ducks, it's real tough. Won that one 42-22. Then they played Whitehall, smoked Whitehall 60-43. That 43 number kind of raises a flag right there that people are able to, maybe score a little bit. But they tightened everything up after that. Their across-the-street rivals in Zeeland East beat them 28-13, and then lost to Unity Christian on September 27th. Obviously Unity Christian, one of the best teams in the state, 20-8. So that was a battle. And then Forest Hill Central. We've got our national anthem. We will pause for that.
Thank you, band, and thank you, fans.
And the Zeeland West Marching Band with our national anthem. Going back to Zeeland West, and we got to get this over here really quick. Forest Hill Central, 28-7. Big win. That was state champions from last year. Wyoming, just as you kind of would expect, a 38-7 win. And then last week against South Christian, 34-21 winners. They are 7-1. Their only loss to Unity Christian. And just want to take a look at a couple things. Opponents' records: Zeeland West 33-30 against their opponents. West Catholic 30-29. So that edge goes to Zeeland West. And points for, points against. We always like to look at that. Zeeland West has 266 for and 146 against. West Catholic 293 points for and 164 against. So that edge goes to West Catholic. Some guys who we're going to watch tonight, definitely Isaac Vanderswag and Trey Sluthach, and we are ready for some football.
Here goes the kickoff by Zeeland West. West Catholic will get it down in the 16. They'll bring it up over the 20, the 25. Get knocked out maybe around the 28-yard line, and that's where West Catholic will start the first possession. Thanks again for joining us. Tom Mikowski along with Steve Grooms, our statistician.
Steve Grooms right behind us.
Let's take a look at the offensive starters for West Catholic tonight. Grady Augustin's your quarterback. David Brittenfeld, of course, senior running back. Jack Segunis, Gabe Schwieters, and Aaron McCord will be the receivers. And Wildman at your tight end. Here goes a fake handoff. Will be out to record on the flats here on the near side. 25-30, gets knocked out of bounds at the 31. So your offensive linemen: Dakota Myron, Gabe Powers, Max Smith, Charlie Stepker, and Jacob.
The big fellas.
The big fellas. And again, just a reminder for the folks that are watching us on YouTube when we're at home, we non-playoff games, regular season, we're able to show the video because we're attached to the huddle camera. On the way, it'll be an audio rendition tonight. So we'll try to call this as best as we can. Two left, one right. I think we'll be able to do it, though. 15 years of experience. Here goes a snap to Grady Augustin. Nobody was ready, Joe. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened there.
I think the center had the wrong snap count because he stepped the ball to Augustin, and everybody else just kind of stood there.
Guess what? Positive yardage, though.
Positive yardage.
It was ugly. It was as ugly a play as we've seen from West Catholic on offense this year.
3rd and 4 balls at the 33. They're going to have to get up close to the 38 for a first down. Here's Olszewski. He's in motion. He catches it on the far side in motion, breaks a couple tackles, and he gets enough to get a first down. What a great extra effort, yards after a catch by Olszewski, because he was stopped before the first down. He picked one up there, Joe.
Yeah, at least 3 yards before the first down, and was able to, and he was hit low on the legs, gained his composure, and got an extra 5 on that. So a first down. Ball's going to be at the 39-yard line of West Catholic.
Record's going to go in motion as Wildman goes slot left. Jet sweep handoff to Record as he comes back around. He gets it up to the 45-yard line. Nice job by Aaron Record.
Some interesting looks out of the West Catholic offense in these early series. Some plays that we really don't see early in the game. So trying to spread that duck defense out a little bit, keeping them honest.
2 wide left, 2 wide right as well. Brittenfeld off to the left of Augustin, shotgun. Brittenfeld gets it up to Illinois, fakes it to him. Augustin still has it. He fakes the pitch on the option, and he'll have a West Catholic first down. Nice decision by Grady Augustin.
Yeah, he had that pitch, and he actually looked out that way and then saw a little bit of an opening, saw the defender hedging in Brittenfeld's direction, and ran himself into a first down. Crosses midfield, and now is in duck territory.
Interesting, as you look on the near side where Jack Segunis is, you can see safety shading over to Jack Segunis. They've seen a lot of tape on him. Brittenfeld gets it. He's at the 50-45. Nice room over the right side, down to the 40-yard line. Going to be a pickup, about 7 on the play. We got 2nd and 3 for the Falcons.
Really nice. Mixing the plays up. It's nice to see. Trying to keep the Ducks off balance a little bit and doing a nice drive right now. And now with a 2nd and short.
Falcons have their white jerseys, white helmets, the green pants. Brittenfeld, fake to him. Gustin pulls it. He's still on his feet. Gets to the 46, and he gets hit hard and then driven back and into the ground.
But enough for a first down. No, they were whistling it. They've got one of the Ducks down there, and that is Trey Slotak, and he was holding the ball. He goes, I got the ball. He stripped him, but the whistle had blown.
It's like, yeah, the whistle blew like 5 yards before that. Ducks kind of look like the Oregon Ducks a little bit. They've got their white pants, but they've got the green jerseys with the yellow numbers. West Catholic going left to right on your radio dial here. Trips right on the near side. Record will go in motion. Brittenfeld will get it. He'll go over the right side, break it back inside. He's inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. Nice hard run by David Brittenfeld.
Yeah, this the ground game is really working here. That was more of a traditional counter, a little off tackle actually by Brittenfeld, and a pickup of 8 on the play. So he's got another 2nd and short.
Record will go from left to right here on the near side. Here's Brittenfeld, gets it on the pitch, and he'll get stuffed right away. So he'll lose yards. As soon as he got that pitch from Augustine, Brittenfeld had nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's the first negative play that West Catholic's had so far in this drive. And they lose probably 4 on that, and so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 6.
2 wide left is Zagunis and Record. Brittenfeld's going to be off of the left of Augustine, who's in shotgun formation. On the near side will be Connor Olszewski and Gabe Schwieters. Now they got a lot of shading going on here. Oh, ball's on the ground, and Augustine gets it back. So he tried to give it to Record. Timing was not right there, Joe. The ball went on the ground, but Augustine recovered.
Yeah, it was a fake handoff, and then just a pitch toss to Record, who was sweeping in from the opposite side of the field. Now we've got a 4th down and 12, and it looks like they're gonna have to send out a punting unit.
Yeah, so like you're in no man's land right here, right? 38-yard line. You got 12 yards to go. Do you pin a team like Zeeland West back? Looks like they're going to try to do that.
Nice to see Cal Peterson back in the lineup after his shoulder injury, and he'll be punting from the 48.
Slotak is back deep for Zeeland West. Here comes a little pooch kick. Is it gonna go all the way to the end zone? It does. Oh. So it hit about the what? Around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, about the 10-yard line. It looked like it might slow down a little bit and pause, but good pursuit by a couple of West Catholic punt team, and they just got there about 1.5 yards short from it getting into the end zone.
And when you don't tick them in, you don't tuck them in deep in the end zone or in their within the 20, you end up with it. Ball's at the 38, ends up only being a net of an 18-yard punt. So that's the risk you take if you're not able to get that ball down inside the 20. Here goes Slotak.
Let's see the Duck offense.
3 running backs behind him. He has a second guy through. That's number 34, Jonah Leslie. He's a junior running back. Nice pickup on the play of 5. Second down and 5 for West. Zeeland West.
Well, again, if you like tackling people in close quarters, this is the offense. This is the offense to do it against.
Yeah, you really have to tackle 4 guys on every play almost.
So now we've got. It looks like we've got a Duck that's down. Duck down.
Duck down.
Duck down.
Duck Dynasty.
Hopefully he's okay. It might be just a little cramp. What?
When you talk about your pregame and all the success they've had, it's a Duck Dynasty.
Oh my gosh! Oh.
It really is.
We'll be here all night.
Did you watch that show a lot when it was on?
Duck Dynasty?
Yeah, it was kind of a fun show.
It was a fun show. It was definitely a fun show.
Yeah. The old uncle, he was hilarious.
Did you watch Honey Boo Boo?
Very rarely.
I didn't either.
I mean,
thanks for
maybe half an episode. I don't know.
Sketty and catch up.
Maybe when I'm clicking through channels, but
it's like a car wreck. You just kind of got to look a little bit, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll just keep going. I'll keep moving. Nothing to see here.
Duck Dynasty and Honey Boo Boo. Oh, what have we done, Tom?
Well, they're off the air.
It's late in the season, people.
Speaking of good TV, I ran into, in this last week, I discovered The Diplomat on Netflix.
Okay.
So we're looking for a series out there, The Diplomat on Netflix, because Slow Talk gets under center, and he's going to hand it off over to the right side, hand it off to number 5 there, Vanderswag. He had 2 touchdowns last week. He'll get it up to the 27.
Yeah.
That'll bring up 3rd and short for the Ducks.
Well, Vanderswag is a tremendous runner, and, we'll see him all night long.
3rd and 3.
But nice tackle there for West Catholic defensively. And let's just see what we got. Again, we watch the quarterback come to the sideline, get the play, trot back out.
You know what's amazing?
It just eats time, man.
I didn't think about that the whole night yet.
Okay.
And it just went through my head, and as soon as it was going through my head, it came out of your lips.
Yeah,
that's how long we've been.
That's how tight we are, man. Yep.
Together. Hand off again to the second guy through, and he's going to get a first down. So that's Leslie there with the pickup, and just enough for a first down. So they'll move the chains here at Zeeland West's first possession here in the first quarter. We're 4:28 left in the first. This will be a quick first quarter because
it's ground game.
I'm not sure if you had dinner plans after this, Joe, but you might be.
We might be out of here by 8:15.
Might.
Our wives are together tonight.
Yeah, they are. They're at the airport. They're not even flying anywhere.
They're at a benefit. They're having fun.
Talk is handing off there, and no gain. Actually, a loss.
A loss for Vanderswag.
Yeah, loss of 1.
Yeah, first guy through was Vanderswag. He got the ball. Nice job identifying the ball carrier. That's so critical. It's we say this all the time, and I don't know, defensive coordinators will either agree or disagree, but it's a very disciplined defense you have to play.
Yes.
Everybody's got to be accounted for.
This is why the linebacker crew, right, without Schaub and Colin Abram, really have to do their job tonight. Here goes Slow Talk under center. Hand off to the first guy through. And find his way to the 35 to the 36. And here again, they do a great job of carrying out those fakes. I mean, they are trained to carry out those fakes.
Every one of them.
But short pickup on the play will bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it
8.
A long 7.
Long 7.
Zeeland West is going right to left on your radio dial. Again, we've got the green jerseys with the yellow numbers, the green helmets. Slow Talk under center. Now he'll look over to the sideline. Barking out instructions to his offensive line. 3 running backs behind him. Fake handoff, and Slow Talk will quarterback keep. He breaks a couple tackles. Still on his feet. Over the 50 down to the 47. That's a whale of a run by Trey Slow Talk.
Boy, and he pulled a Houdini as 2 West Catholic defenders came at him near the sideline and just slipped. They were going to Malachi crunch him, and he just slipped, and the 2 West Catholic defenders hit each other about as hard as you could. And then he ran for a couple more yards. This guy's elusive.
Those are Malachi Crunch?
The Malachi Crunch, going back to happy days. Just show you our age. Oh, boy.
Trips in the backfield for Zeeland West on the tight formation. Roll out pass. He's going deep. Slow Talk's got a receiver there. In and out of the hands. Oh, my God, what a beautiful pass to Brandon Holman, who caught a touchdown last week. And he just dropped it.
That's how scary this is. He had separation of about 4 yards, and Slow Talk put that ball right where it needed to be, but the sophomore had to go right between his hands, and he wants that back so bad.
He does. He's got his hands on his helmet. He was inside the 10-yard line. That was a touchdown as he had gotten behind the West Catholic defensive back. So
that's going to wake up that defensive back. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah,
how did he get there?
Ball's at the 48 of West Catholic. Hand up over the left side this time.
Big push.
Bulldoze in their way. And that's another first down. That was a tush push down the field.
Yeah, that play was sponsored by Caterpillar, pushing earth, all over. And a first down there. That was a 16-legged amoeba with a football in the middle of it.
Amazing.
And just a push for about 11 yards.
This is our defensive starters tonight.
Could we throw another one in there? It would help us.
Yeah,
just add a 12th guy.
12th guy. Trey Slowtalk gets underneath center. Hand up the middle.
Yeah, we got a face mask there. That was to Keaton Hendricks.
Hendricks carries flag to the field.
And he put his head down and made it very convenient for his face mask to get grabbed.
If I'm slow at all calling any of the plays tonight, there's literally 3 guys that are carrying out fakes on every single play.
Yeah. We are already a minute 23 here to go in the first quarter of play. Scoreless, but the Ducks are driving. And just a quick penalty on West Catholic, a personal foul for face masking, and that gets the Ducks down to the 21-yard line. West Catholic, let's see how this defense can stiffen here as they get close to the red zone.
Zeeland West always sticks with that tight formation with the 3 running backs. Quarterback keeper over the left side. And Trey Slowtalk gets it inside the 15. Nice pickup on the play.
Wildman on the tackle.
They're going to say he stepped out at the 16.
Okay.
So pick up a 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5 for the Ducks. They're in the red zone, Joe.
Yeah, he put that ball on his hip for about the first 3 steps and then got it into his running position, had a nice push on the near side of the line. And we can see why this Duck offense is so good.
Slowtalk breaks the huddle. He'll get under center. Gets it. Hand up to number 1. Breaks the tackle at the 5. That's Hendricks. And Hendricks has it inside the 5 to the 3. Nice trap play there. And that's first and goal for the Ducks.
And he was the first guy through. Got to hand it to that offensive line of the Ducks. It's really a timing situation. They know it's the first guy through, and it's just a split-second block. That's all he needs. So we are going to get right down to the zeros here. End of the first quarter of play. We are scoreless, but the Ducks are right at the doorstep looking to be first on the board here. Hey, I want to thank our sponsors here. Fox Pools, located on Alpine Avenue between 7 and 8 Mile Roads. Fox Pools, West Michigan's best source for both in-ground and above-ground pools, featuring a full-service showroom with chemical supplies and accessories, offering annual closing and opening services, as well as repairs and installation. Fox Pools does it right. Custom Caulking is the contractor's choice for quality waterproofing and crack sealing in West Michigan and beyond, both residential and commercial. Custom Caulking should be your only call. On-the-spot color blending and friendly service is what to expect from Custom Caulking. The Norder family proudly supports West Catholic football and all Falcon athletic programs. I think Steve Norder was there last night.
He was.
And Joni
said he'll be listening, so hey, Steve.
It's good. He texted me earlier today. He says, you guys going to be on? It's Thursday. I'm like, yeah, we're going to be on.
We're on every game.
We want to say hi to Steve. And if you're listening out there, give us a text, 616-262-9270. We'll give you a shout out. Let us know you're listening. We appreciate that.
Joe, 1 possession for West in the first quarter, 1 possession for Zeeland West, and they still have the ball.
Just clock-eating football is what it is.
Boy, if it keeps up this pace, both teams are going to have the ball for 4 possessions each. I mean, it's crazy.
Right?
Slowtalk under center as always. And up over the right side, bulldozing his way in, close to a touchdown. Is he in?
No.
There's number 5. Isaac Vanderswag.
Wow. Boy, he was stood straight up at about the half-yard line. That's where they're marking it. It's right on the goal line. And he didn't go any further.
This is where if you're Jason Kelsey of the Eagles,
yeah,
you'd be like, oh, why did you get in the end zone? This will be a sneak. So, yeah, this is literally inches away. It's not even a full foot. As Slow Talk readies it. We'll see if he sneaks it. No, he's going to hand it off over the left side, and it's touchdown.
And that was Jonah Leslie. So the Ducks go and get on the board first, 6-0 at the 11-14 mark. Now, Tom, they don't kick PATs. They go for 2.
What's that?
They go for 2. They go for 2, go for 2, go for 2.
PAT?
There will not be an odd number on their scoreboard tonight. That was a promise.
Let's see what West does defensively here. Slow Talk actually in shotgun formation on the extra point. Handed up over the right side. West Catholic drops him.
Big stop.
Yep, Keaton Hendricks had the handoff. He got dropped behind the line of scrimmage, so no go. So your score was 11-14 in the second. It's 6 for the Ducks, and the Falcons 0.
Wow.
What a first quarter.
I mean, a quick first quarter. Since 1965, West End Body's been serving Grand Rapids when those days happen, and they do happen. Be careful of deer, people. If you've had a mishap with your vehicle, call Gavin to get everything fixed up. Working with all insurance companies, West End Body's your single source for collision repair. West End Body is located at 1693 Leonard Northwest. And Frank's Market, the new Frank's Market's located at 1020 West Fulton in Grand Rapids, featuring the area's best fresh and smoked kielbasa, awesome steaks, succulent roasts, hot shots, deli meats, and so much more. Stop in and experience the fantastic service and products the Sandazak family has delivered in Grand Rapids for decades.
Lucas Smith will kick it all the way back to the 8-yard line. That's where West Catholic will field it. Get up over the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And that was Cal Peterson's first touch in, what, 3 games?
Yeah.
3 games. 4 games?
Ball to the 27.
I mean, that's good to see. Back for his punting duties, Landon Smith. You know, he filled in nicely. He's a better field goal and extra point kicker and kickoff guy than he is a punter. But I'll tell you what, he did what he needed to do.
He did.
So here come the Falcons.
Schwieters gets out here late.
Couldn't find his mouth guard.
2 right, 1 left. At least he's got a helmet on. That's good. Oh, West Catholic moved quick.
No, we can't have that. Last week, 1 penalty for 5
stepped
yards
over.
for West Catholic. And now they've already got, I think they got 3. A face mask and this. So
yeah,
gotta hone that sharpness here as we
really
get towards the playoffs.
Well, when you're playing a good team like Zeeland West,
Yeah.
you got to play mistake-free. 2 right, 1 left here on the near side. Augustin hands it off. Delayed handoff to Brittenfeld. He gets it up over the 30-yard line, so pick up of about 7 on the play. That'll bring up second down and 8.
Well, West Catholic's proven that they can run the ball against the Ducks.
Yeah. It was almost like a Statue of Liberty play.
Yeah.
You know, like Augustin going back to pass, and then he just drops down, hands the ball off to Brittenfeld. So
Brittenfeld's, I mean, he's comfortable in finding a hole if there is one, you know.
Schwieters in here on the near side. They operate on the near hash, West Catholic does. They go right to left on your radio dial here in the second. Here's a pass over the middle to record. He catches it, got hit, the ball's on the ground. Is it a
Was he down?
turnover?
They're calling him. I don't know if they're calling him down. But that ball might have come out, or the ground could have caused it. Oh, and the Ducks don't like it.
Oh,
Yeah, the
first
Ducks
down
don't
West.
like it. Yeah, I think he was down,
You know,
or the ball caused the fumble.
Yeah, that happened so quick. It looked like he was down, but truthfully, I need to see a replay.
We'll have Carson Conkle send us that up.
Dial it up. We want to thank Julie Woodruff, too, who's driving around in her 1975 Pacer, getting scores from around West Michigan. Here goes the handoff to Brittenfeld over the left side. Then he cuts it back in, breaks the tackle. Now he's up over the 45 to the 48-yard line. Great run by Brittenfeld there. Nice horizontal, that lateral movement, shiftiness.
Right, and Dakota Myron, he put a block right here out on the edge that allowed him to go back inside to get a few extra yards.
Brittenfeld read it very nicely. You know, your younger running back would want to take the edge no matter what, right?
Yeah,
but
right.
He saw that block and cut it back
like,
inside.
Dakota, get him.
Picked up another 4 yards or so. 2nd down and 2. Brittenfeld breaks a tackle, gets it over 50 down to the 46. Wow, he got hit behind the line of scrimmage, but shook that off quickly, and it's a West Catholic 1st down in Zeeland West
territory. Boy, did you see he couldn't get to that secondary hole opening up. He saw it about 4 yards ahead of him, and it closed so quickly. He was darting for that, and after that, it was nothing but the Z or the second E in the end zone he was looking for.
2 wide right as Wildman goes left in motion. There goes Brittenfeld over the right side. Boy, nowhere going there. Slow developing play. Does not pick up anything for the Falcons. 2nd down and 10 for West.
Yeah, really good follow down the line for the Duck defense, and it just collapsed in on Brittenfeld. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but he lucky to do that.
So West is operating at middle of the field. They've got 2 wide right, 2 left in this balanced attack. Brittenfeld off to the right of Augustin in shotgun formation. Here goes Augustin. He's back. He's got a screen play to Brittenfeld. He shakes the tackler at the 47. He's inside the 45 down to the 40. And actually still on his feet inside the 40. Wow. Boy, right when you thought he was down, he picked up a couple extra, bring up 3rd and short.
Just hard to take down. He's just a hard guy to bring down. Powerful runner, and really shifty in close quarters. Boy, 3rd and 2 is a whole lot better than about 3rd and 7.
Sure is. Wildman will go slot left. I formation now is Brittenfeld's really deep behind Augustin. He's a good 4 yards behind Augustin. And Augustin's in shotgun. He gets it. Fake to him. Over the middle. Oh,
what a catch
grab by Aaron Record.
Unbelievable grab. One-handed, darting across on a slant. And that ball was a little bit high and almost looked like he was late seeing it. And was able to get that hand up there and pull it down into his chest. It was like a highlight film.
It was like him playing shortstop and just snaring a
line drive.
A line drive out of the air. Here goes Augustin. He's going deep. He's got a receiver. Zagunis. Touchdown West!
24 yards. First custom cocky touchdown of the night. Grady Augustin threw to the corner of the end zone. Jack Zagunis had got himself about 3 yards separation. Ball was placed perfectly. Made the catch, and now West Catholic ties it up 6-6 here at the 7:02 mark in the second.
So 24-yard touchdown catch. Augustin to Zagunis. An extra point here by Landon Smith. Holds really good.
Oh,
blocked. Blocked extra point.
And there goes Landon Smith's perfect.
We talked about, we jinxed him in the pregame.
We did jinx him.
We haven't talked about that in the pregame too much this year.
If you'd have told me this was going to be 6-6, right?
Yeah. 7:02 mark.
Really nice play. Really nice play by that Duck lineman coming in. I'm telling you.
Boy, right when you thought you might have the edge.
Nope.
Not going to happen.
PAT, no. Hey, Pageant Business Services is your small business experts for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll. Don't have your tax prep and accounting be a coin toss. Leave it to Pageant Business Services to get it right. Falcon fans, you can visit Pageant online at pbsgr.com. That's PBSGR. Thanks to Mark Davey and his great staff. Pageant is located on Lake Michigan Drive right next to Mr. Berger.
Here goes Landon Smith. He'll kick it deep, and he'll go out of bounds.
Yep,
so
tried to
just inside the 10.
Yep, tried to get it on the numbers and use that sideline, but ball's going to come out the 35-yard line. That's where the Ducks are going to get started.
Penalty and a first and 10.
Tom, what a great pass by Augustin to Zagunis. And what do we got? Oh, we've got, hang on, we got a penalty. Okay, that was for the kick out of bounds. I thought it was something different. But, yeah, nice delivery of that ball, and Zagunis always running great routes. How many times have we seen that this year?
I know.
6?
Just amazing.
No, 7. That's his 7th touchdown.
That's the 7th touchdown, yeah.
Nice 24-yarder.
Yeah. Slow talk under center. Going to hand it off over the right side. Maybe a pickup of 1 on the play, maybe 2. That's going to be Vander Zwag with the pickup.
Yeah, record in on that.
So
yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying Zagunis came in with 557 yards receiving on the night, so that 24 yards gets him up over 590 yards for the year. And you're right, this is his 7th touchdown of the year and the 15th touchdown for Grady Augustin. Slow talk under center. Going to hand it up over the right side. Couple lead blockers there. Going to fight his way to about the 40-yard line. That's number 5, Xander Wag again. Vander Zwag's the senior running back.
Brittenfeld and who else is on there?
Jujem. Yep.
Jujem was on there. The brothers out there.
That's right.
JL and Yan.
In Zeeland West, tight formation with the 3 running backs. They'll stick with that all game. Oh, breaking a couple tackles in the 45, the 50, still on his feet is running back Keaton Hendricks. He ran for 210 yards last week. He's got a lot of speed.
Shesky was able to run him out of bounds. But what a surprise.
Senior's got wheels.
Yes, he does.
You know, they lull you to sleep with some power running backs, and then they give to the speedster.
Yeah. Boy, we're already at the 5:20 mark here until halftime. Join us on the West End Body Halftime Show.
6-6 your score. Full backfield for Zeeland West. It looks like he's going to pass. He's got a receiver out there. Hendricks again. He's inside the 30 down to the 25, inside the 25 to the 23. From slow talk to Hendricks.
Yeah, gain of about 14. Cal Peterson on that tackle. He had actually 2 receivers out there. One was long and one was a little bit shorter. And he elected to go to the shorter route.
Well, Hendricks didn't get a lot of action in the first possession, but they have found him in this possession here in the second quarter. 4:47 left in the second. 6-6 is your score. Slow talk gets to the line of scrimmage. 3 backs behind him. Going to hand it over the left side. Power running again. Kind of thunder and lightning. It's
Jonah Leslie.
Yep.
Thunder, lightning, and hail. they got it all. Yeah. And don't forget Trey Slutak. He's the tornado in all this.
Yeah. That's a good call out.
Yeah, you got to call the weatherman.
Beautiful fall night here, speaking of weather.
Mm-hmm.
In the 50s.
I want to thank the folks here from Zeeland West hosting wonderfully. Got a nice layout of food back here, and they've accommodated us very well.
Sure have. Slow talk will get it. He'll hand it up the middle and fighting his way down to the 15-yard line. Who comes out of the scrum pile is the question. This is like rugby. And that's Hendricks.
We're at 3:35. They've got 15 yards to go. I think they can eat the entire clock up with just 15 yards.
Right? Yeah. Well, if they get inside the 10 with the first down, I think if you're West, you call those timeouts.
I think so, too.
You got 3
because they can get, West can get down the field.
And Zeeland West gets the ball to start the second half.
Right. Nobody's called a timeout. Everybody's got 3. Both teams do.
So bring up 3rd and 4 for Zeeland West. It's a fake handoff, and Slowtalk's going to carry it, and he's going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 5. Aaron Record getting in there, and, man, he just slipped right through the line. And it was Slutak that called his own number. We've seen that a number of times on those 3rd downs that he's called his own number, and he's the last one through, giving West Catholic defense a little bit of time to get back to him. And boy, didn't Aaron Record got right in there.
Well, he had, on those plays, he's got the lead blockers. All those running backs become blockers, but Aaron Record came from the backside.
So this brings up 4th down, 4th and 10.
So ball is spotted at the 22. They got to get down to the 12. Slowtalk fakes it. Now he's going to pass. He rolls right. He's got a receiver there catching it and then getting hit at the 7. And he's got a 1st down.
He got just enough.
So that's Will Skaggs, the senior tight end, with the reception.
Boy, he had 3 receivers that were rolling out to that. That's just so hard to cover. Connor Olszewski, I don't know if you see down there at the 7, there's a bunch of feathers on the field, and that's where Connor Olszewski hit him, and he didn't move. It was a shock at the point of contact. He took a hit.
So 1st and goal at the 8, and like I said, we'll see if West calls a timeout after this first play or not. I would if I'm Landon Grove, but let's just see. I'm not Landon Grove. They're taking their time, Zeeland West. You got your 3 running backs going over the left side. Oh, wide open, touchdown.
Yep.
Zeeland West, Jonah Leslie.
Jonah Leslie, number 34. And an 8-yard scamper for him. Very well blocked and in for a touchdown. 12-6 now. Pending the 2-point conversion because, of course, the Ducks, they don't kick PATs. So let's see if West Catholic, they got him the last time.
So here goes the 2-point conversion. Fake handoff, going to pass it. Slowtalk's rolling. He gets hit. It throws the ball at the last second. And is it?
They're saying no, it was a trap.
It was a trap. He had a receiver in the end zone. They said he trapped it.
So 12-6.
Look for Zanderwag in the end zone. Vanderswag is talking to the referee as he's coming back. He's like, I caught that thing. And he doesn't realize that there is not instant replay.
Yeah, you can throw all the red flags you want on the sideline. It's just
it's just a red flag.
Just laundry, yeah. At this point, so West Catholic's got 3 timeouts, 1:33 to get down the field, and I'm expecting this to be a low liner style kick, or everybody should have their radar on for a potential right. Some trickery going on here.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah, Gutierrez back all the way.
You got numbers on this side. You got double the numbers. Let's see what happens.
Let's see if they go deep. They do. They go deep. Peterson's going to get it at the 8, 10, 15, 20. Coming the near side. He's on his feet to the 25, and he'll get hog-tied there.
We got a little scrum going down here at the 33-yard line.
Some good double blockage there by the West Catholic.
And that was Jacob Dussault. And he's saying, what do you got a West uniform on? He just didn't recognize. So, 1:27 to go. West Catholic's got 75 yards to pay dirt. You know, we've seen them do that. So, here we go.
Low snap, Augustin here on the near side to Olszewski. 25, 30, 33. It gets knocked out of bounds. Ooh, could be a late hit, but
I don't see it.
Hendricks,
you could make the argument. He was past the thick white line.
Yeah. Kind of drove him out of bounds. So 2nd down and 1, 9-yard pickup for Olszewski. That's where you like to give him the ball. Out in space, he's shaking his left arm. Just a little bit of a stinger there. Low snap again. The ball's on the ground. Brittenfeld just picks it up, and he's going to run. And he's going to get a 1st down over the right side. Ball was on the ground. Brittenfeld said, hey, get out of the way. I got it.
Boy, real tough with these snaps.
38.
Clock stops while the chains move. Now the clock starts again. Augustin's looking to go deep, steps up in the pocket. Now he's just going to run it.
Go,
He's
baby.
got room to run. 45-50 and gets kicked out of bounds. Oh,
there's
that
the flag.
was a late hit.
There's the late hit. Sent him right into the bench, too.
Yes, boy, that was really close as Augustin landed right next to the bench. That was a little scary.
Yeah.
But looks like Augustin fell just before he got to that metal bench.
So they're going to tack another 15 on to that.
Yeah,
And that's going to get them
dangerous
all,
play.
that's going to get them down about 32, is it, Tom?
Yeah, yep.
Yep,
That's
there it is.
exactly where they're going to put it. So great run by Augustin. He saw daylight, ran to the far side of the field and got into duck territory and then pick up another 15 on the late hit. So 102's left on the clock. 12-6 is your score. Ducks over the Falcons. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. Brittenfeld stays in there off to the left. He'll get it on the swing pass, and it's ball's on the ground. Is it a live ball? No, they're calling it
Not
incomplete.
anymore, yeah. Whoa, that was really close to being a backwards pass.
Yep. The referees called it a forward pass. Brittenfeld just slipped. He was rolling out of the backfield, going to catch the ball on the move, and he slipped, fell to the ground, and the ball.
He's disgusted with himself. Look at it.
Yeah.
He's really upset
It's
about
like, I don't
that.
make mistakes. What's going on? And it wasn't even a mistake, right?
Yeah.
He just lost his footing.
He did.
So 58 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Ball's at the 32 of the Ducks. Augustin barks out instructions to his line. Now he's going to fake handoff. Now he's going to roll left. Got a lot of room if he wants to run himself. Now he's going to pass the ball and out of bounds as a record. You know, Grady Augustin could have ran for about 12 yards, Joe, and he waited for a receiver and no go. So it's 3rd down. There's a flag on the field. It's got to be holding, I'm sure. He's going to decline it on 3rd down.
Well, it's 2nd down right now. It's showing 2nd.
It's showing 2nd right now until they make a decision on this penalty.
51 seconds to go here. West Catholic 6 and Zeeland West 12.
So an eligible player, yeah. Didn't see who was downfield, but I can see that when Grady was rolling. So 2 right, 2 left on the 3rd and 10 play here. Brittenfeld off to the right of Augustin in the gun. Augustin will take it, step up, and he's got it. And he's going to go. He's going to keep it. He's down to the 25, and he's got a 1st down. He looked for those markers, and he got hit late again. No flag on the play, though.
Interesting.
Boy, unless he just slipped.
Unless he tripped or something like that. Did look like
but he went
wasn't
down.
as it wasn't. If it wasn't as blatant as the last one.
Ball's on the far hash. Ball's at the 21. 45 seconds left till half. Augustin steps up. He's got a receiver there and catching the ball for about a 4-yard pickup of Schwieters. Now West Catholic will take the timeout. Their first timeout.
Yeah, he fell in bounds, and the clock was not going to stop on that completion, so a timeout by West Catholic. And Epic Realty is a national leader in real estate, and Melissa Homewood is your local expert when it comes to buying or selling your home in West Michigan. Melissa can orchestrate market watches, property searches, and home value assessments to make your buying or selling process as thorough as it can be. You can find Realtor Melissa Homewood on the web at melissahomewood.com. And Melissa Homewood and Epic Realty, your real estate done right. And fall's the absolute perfect time to create the beautiful landscape you've been wanting outside your home, and Shaner Avenue Nursery is the team you need to make this project a reality. Kristen Perez, proud West Catholic parent, will meet and design the look you want to make your home the envy of the neighborhood. Just contact Shaner Avenue Nursery and Kristen Perez at 616-293-7228 or check them out on the web at ShanerAvenueNursery.com. Here come the Falcons.
There's the Falcon offense back out there as Augustin on 2nd and 10. Low snap, he gets it, steps up, he's going deep, and he's got Zagunis. Does he have
a
it?
touchdown.
Touchdown
Yes!
West! 2 Ducks were back in on him, Joe. What an amazing pass and catch by Jack Zagunis.
Boy, that's where that big frame comes in. You know, he's got to be at least 6'2", 6'3", and he went up for that ball, came down. The trick was getting his feet in.
Yes.
And he did. And that ties the ball game at 12, and here comes Landon Smith, and Landon had this blocked the last time.
So 17-yard reception by Jack Zagunis. Here goes Landon Smith. First one was blocked. It's up and it's good. So West Catholic takes the lead, 13-12. And that was an amazing throw by Grady Augustin into double coverage. And Jack Zagunis somehow was able to keep his eyes on the ball. What a beautiful pass by Grady Augustin here on the near side.
And that's our
middle of the end zone.
Yeah, and that's his second custom caulking touchdown on the night. Grady Augustin and Zagunis, just like they've always done. Little pitch and catch, and great hands, great route running, and great awareness as to where he was on the field. So 36 seconds to go until halftime. Join us on the West End Body Halftime Show. Give you all the stats and our analysis, and there's no scores really to report around the area. So it's going to be a long halftime, Tom.
Yeah,
I do have a whole bit on the very consequential games that are happening in Division 5. That'll be an interesting talk.
Here goes the Landon Smith kick. Deep. Sends Zeeland West down to the 1. They'll bring it out. 15, 20, breaking a tackle up to the 24, 25-yard line. That's where the Ducks will get started. 30 seconds left here until half. Remember, the Ducks will get the ball again to start the second half.
Cam in body, stopping that runner. Nice job all the way out to the 25. Yeah.
You know, I made a mistake earlier. I said Joe Woodruff was in the pacer going around.
I thought it was a
getting
Gremlin.
Scores.
No?
But
she
got the night off because there's no other games around. She had the night
There's
off.
got to be an NFL game. Is it Maction tonight, too? Any
It's the
Maction?
Rams. Who are the Rams playing? Vikings.
Oh, yeah.
Rams, Vikings.
That'll be a
tonight.
good game.
It will be. Of course, your Lions, Detroit Lions, snuck one by the Vikings, an undefeated team last Sunday.
That was exciting.
Great to see.
And Dubin Duba Attorneys at Law with law offices in the Amway Grand Plaza Hotel. Dubas specialize in business transactions, mergers and acquisitions, real estate, and estate planning. A true West Catholic family of students, coaches, boosters, and volunteers. Let Chris and Don Duba help with all your legal needs. Dubin Duba Attorneys at Law. And if you need to repair or replace your roof, choose Moore & Sons Roofing. Moore & Sons, where you don't just get a great roof, you get a great roofing experience. The quality and craftsmanship that they invest in every roof is second to none. So for all your roofing needs, choose Moore & Sons Roofing and Owens Corning Certified Contractor. West Catholic comes out of their own timeout with 30 seconds to go.
We got a great one here at Zeeland Stadium.
we
Glad
ever.
you're with us. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack, statistician Steve Grooms. 13-12, Falcons over the Ducks. They're not going to kneel on it with 30 seconds because they know they can break one at any time. So West Catholic's going to play honest here. Here goes a hand up over the right side.
Ooh,
That's
big
Hendricks. Huge hit.
Big hit.
And Hendricks will get stopped after a 5-yard pickup up to the 30. You bring up 2nd and 5. 19 seconds left now. Does Zeeland West maybe run one more player, or they just go into the locker room and
Boy, I don't know.
be happy? I mean, if I was Zeeland West, I'd run it.
Yeah, I'd run it.
Because to a guy like Hendricks who could take it the distance.
Exactly.
But they're going to let the time run out.
West Catholic feeling pretty good. You know, this was quite a battle here, Tom. And to be up by a point over the Ducks of Zeeland West, just a battle.
Just a battle. It's what we thought it would be, right? It might come down to whoever has the ball last. So that's certainly the way it is looking. So
we want to welcome everyone to the West End Body Halftime Show, and we see Steve Grooms right behind us. He's we're in kind of close quarters here, being the only game in the area. Everybody's here. The press is here. A couple of different broadcasters other than us. And thank you, Steve. Time to grab that.
Light
You got
and
it?
everything, which is
wow.
wonderful. So let's just
Super
take
duper.
a peek here.
There we go.
Got the stats for the interesting first quarter, Joe. You know, it's scoreless first. Both teams only had the ball once.
Right.
The whole quarter. I don't know if I don't think that's happened all year.
No.
When we talk about two ball control offenses, especially with Zeeland West running attack. Second quarter, both teams scored twice. Zeeland got on the board first with a Jonah Leslie 1-yard run. The extra point run, 2-point conversion failed. West Catholic got on the board with the Jack Zagunas 24-yard pass from Grady Augustin. The kick was blocked. Landon Smith's first miss of the entire year, and field goal or extra points. That made it 6-6. Then Zeeland West on their next possession. Jonah Leslie, 8-yard run. Extra point failed again, the 2-point conversion. So that brought Zeeland West up 12-6 over the Falcons. And then, of course, West Catholic finished off the scoring in the first half. Zagunas, a beautiful 17-yard pass from Grady Augustin in double coverage. Landon Smith kick, and West Catholic takes the lead. Of course, Zeeland West will get the ball to start the second half. As we look through the stats, one thing that's been great, I think, is Grady Augustin. A lot of times, great coverage downfield by the Ducks. Grady Augustin has done a great job of tucking it and running for first downs when he's had to. He's had 5 rushes on the night for 40 yards. Great to see that out of Grady Augustin. Actually, he leads West Catholic in rushing. David Brittenfeld had 8 carries for 36 yards. Seemed like he had more, didn't it?
No, it's just a long. I mean, well, it was it's a run. It was a lot of run. So it was short, and but still averaging 4.5. And Grady Augustin really making the most of how they're spreading the Ducks out on defense. Keeping that pass game mindful in the eyes of the Duck defense. Is benefiting Grady Augustin when he calls his own number, and he's designed runs 3 times for substantial yardage and some first downs, and a nice penalty on that last drive, helping the Falcons get down into Zeeland West territory.
Augustin's 9 for 11 for 99 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air. Of course, his favorite target all year has been Jack Zagunas, who's got 2 catches for 41 yards, and both of those touchdowns. Gabe Schwitters has 1 catch for 4 yards. Aaron McCord, 3 catches for 31 yards. And Brittenfeld has a catch out of the backfield for 8 yards. And Connor Olszewski chipping in with 2 for 15. At his receiving position. Overall, for West Catholic on offense, 15 attempts for 76 yards rushing, and of course passing 9 for 11 for 99 yards, 175 yards of total offense for West Catholic. Joe, Zeeland West?
Zeeland West, rushing-wise, Keaton Hendricks, 5 carries for 50 yards. Really nice average of 10 per touch. Isaac Vanderswag, 6 touches for 22 yards. Jonah Leslie, 6 touches for 34 and 2 scores there. Trey Sluhak has carried the ball. Bring that back down there for a second there, Tom. Didn't see that. 3 carries for 18. Through the air, 2 of 3 for 27 yards for Sluhak. And those catches for 13 and 14 yards respectively. So 20 attempts rushing for 124 yards. They're averaging 6.2 per touch, 8 first downs. And those 2 scores were on the ground. 2 of 3 through the air, 27 yards there for 151. No turnovers for either team.
So 175 yards total offense for West Catholic, 151 for Zeeland West. And it's about even.
It really is,
even Steven.
It really is.
And that's what we have. So the difference is 1 extra point by West Catholic. Interesting. Out of 3 of the 4 attempts for extra points have not been converted. Only 1 kick by Landon Smith.
Yeah, we thought with the 2-point conversions failing, all you needed was a foot there, and could be a big advantage for West Catholic. Surprisingly, no real big runs really for either team. I mean, we've seen 20-yard scamper, maybe something like that. But Zeeland West, it seems like they always, will crack off a 50 or 60-yarder, just with the mystery of the wing tee. And that hasn't happened tonight. Very critical those 2 completions, though, were at critical times and produced first downs. One of them was on that 4th down that they were deep in West Catholic territory, was able for them to convert and then eventually score actually the next play.
Yeah, that 4th and 10. That was a big conversion by Zeeland West.
That's correct.
Yeah, and you look at, running the ball, really, Keaton Hendricks, who is the speedster, he probably had the longest run for Zeeland West. His run probably was in the neighborhood of 15 yards or so.
Yep.
So
very surprised. West Catholic obviously running the ball very well against Zeeland West. It was something that we thought would happen. Neither team was really stoppable.
No.
Offensively, I mean, West Catholic, they had to punt once, but other than that, both teams looking pretty good going down the field offensively. Like I said, it's going to come down to that last defensive stand. Who's going to be better? Who's got the ball last?
Well, you expect that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're in the 9th game of the year. This is the final regular season game, and both offenses are looking super sharp. You look defensively, Joe. Guess who's leading the team in tackles on defense?
It's got to be Aaron Record.
It is.
Yeah.
He's led the team almost every game in tackles. Leads the team for the season as well. He's got over 80 tackles on the season. He had 6 tackles in the first half. Connor Olszewski, so glad to see him back defensively. He's a game changer defensively. 5 tackles for him in the first half. Jael Jujem, we need him to step up, right? I mean, he's only a sophomore. You need him to have a good game filling in for, the Chris Schaub and Colin Abram, who are not available in their linebacking duties.
He's been doing a good job, and watching him, right, he's filling those spaces, and that's exactly what you have to do. You have to have bodies in those spaces, and he's holding his own. He's doing a nice job.
Max Wildman with a couple tackles. Gabe Powers and Matt Gutierrez each have a tackle on the night as well. And, I mean, you look at the number of tackles, there just aren't that many tackles because there aren't that many possessions.
It wasn't that many plays. I mean, we take a look. Let's see, 15. 15. There's 26 plays for Zeeland West, and there was, 23 plays for West Catholic. Just not a lot between the two. So, West Catholic, when they got that spread going, you're looking at between 60 and 70 plays on offense, and
Cal Peterson's did a nice job in kick returns. 3 for averaging 15, 3 for 47.
And his punt, a 38-yarder.
There you go. So that'll do it for the stats for this evening here in the first half.
Yeah, we appreciate
Again, your
that.
score is 13-12, West Catholic Falcons over the Zeeland West Ducks here in Zeeland Stadium.
Yeah, continuing on here with the West End Body halftime show. Tom, I took a look and paying close attention at this time of the year to the playoff point summary and paying attention to what teams are up there and who they're playing. Okay, and I don't think I've ever seen a Week 9 quite like we see here in Division 5, and I've jotted down a few of these. We take a look at the number 1 team in Division 5, and that's Pontiac Notre Dame Prep. Good team. They beat
they shut out.
They're
Catholic
8-0.
Central, right?
They shut out Catholic Central. Not just shut them out, 42-0 shut them out. Okay, I think that they're the real deal. I think that they've got to feel like like a West Catholic team. At their very best. It just seems like that, right? They've got it all going on right now, and they've made the most of it. They are playing the number 1 team in Division 4 tomorrow in Unity Christian. Unity Christian has to travel to Pontiac. So you've got number 1 in Division 5 playing number 1 in Division 4. That's a huge game.
I'd
tonight's
love
game,
to be there.
Yeah,
I would love to be at that game.
Exactly. And tonight's game, of course, number 3 Zeeland West versus number 3 Division 5 in West Catholic, right? Doesn't stop there, though, okay?
No.
Frankenmuth, who's the number 2 team in Division 5, is playing Gladwin. Okay, Frankenmuth is 8-0, and number 9 Gladwin, they're 6-2. They play each other. Doesn't stop there.
No.
Number 4, Kingsford, from up in the Flivers, right?
Oh,
from
yeah,
up in
the
the UP,
Flivers.
right? They're 8-0.
And do we know what a flivver is?
It's a car.
Yes.
It is the old Tin Lizzie, man. They used to call, the Ford Model T.
Yes.
Was called,
it
was called the Tin
Flivver.
Lizzie or the Flivver.
Yeah.
Yep. And where was charcoal invented?
I don't know.
All of the frames were made of ash.
Kingsford.
In Kingsford, Michigan, and that's one of Henry Ford's patents. It's charcoal.
And
so they would take the remaining ash, waste from making frames,
Okay.
and they would put them through a process, and they'd come up with charcoal.
And right in the blue and red and white bag, that's Kingsford charcoal, right?
It's Kingsford charcoal.
Yeah.
That's the origins of that.
We're here to educate
Thank you. Yes.
Not just entertain. We're here to educate.
Anyways, they are playing D2 number 35. Okay, it's number 35. But a D2
Still.
6-2 team in Marquette. All right, another significant game. Doesn't stop there. Number 5 in D5, Armada, a 7-1 team, is playing the number 3 team in Division 5, Corunna, who's 7-1. All right, doesn't stop there. Number 8 team in Division 5, Belding, at 7-1, is playing the number 15 team in Division 5, Hopkins, at 6-2.
Wow.
Doesn't stop there.
No, it doesn't.
No. Number 10 team in Division 5, Kalamazoo Hackett Prep, at 7-1, is playing the number 2 team in Division 6, Jackson Lumen Christi.
Oh, that'll be a
7-1. Guess where they're playing that?
Jackson.
Ford Field. No
Ford
lie.
Field?
Ford Field.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
amazing.
Somebody knows somebody.
Wow.
Doesn't stop there.
No.
Number 13 in Division 5, Clare, at 7-1, plays the number 7 team in Division 3, Petoskey, at 8-0. I have never seen more significant games played, especially out of Division 5, in the final week of the season in preparation for the playoffs.
That is amazing.
I mean,
that really is amazing.
It's so significant in this final week. I don't think any of them are do or die, but just a lot of risk. All of those teams that, I mentioned, well, for the most part, are going to be hosting, depending on their points. There's the top 16 teams. We've got a 15 in there in Hopkins, but, are you sacrificing possibly a home, home field? What's the weight of the game in bonus points? That's a big one. Just interesting. Never seen this before, and we've been doing this a while.
We have been. I mean, what was there, like 10 games there, Joe?
Yeah, 9.
9 games.
9 games.
And every single one of those teams that you mentioned.
No, 10 including this game, yeah.
On both sides of the ball.
Right.
All those teams are going to make the playoffs.
It's just
every single one. And it is. It's just a matter of who's going to get the home field advantage those first couple weeks.
Very significant games. Okay, so knowing that, and you can go to snooze2u, SNOOZ, the number 2, and then YOU.com is a really entertaining, if you're into this high school football stuff like we are. They do a great job at predicting the playoff matchups in each region, and breaks it down to the districts. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong, but it's fun to look at. We're right on the cusp of this. The MHSAA draws, the playoff draw show is on Sunday night at 7 or 6.
Well, you might come on at 6.
It's usually on Fox Sports.
Yeah, maybe they do an hour pregame leading up to it, because they'll talk about all the different teams.
Yeah, it's a fun thing. All the teams usually get together. They watch it. There's a lot of media involved. They, when the teams get named off, they'll shoot a picture of these teams, and they get all fired up. So it's pretty neat. It's the road to Ford Field. West Catholic's got a really good shot. Again, another collision course perhaps with Grand Rapids Catholic Central. A little bit of a down year for them. Guess who they have to play? They got to play South Christian. And South Christian's not going to want to be a 5 or a 4-5 team
No,
this
they're
year.
not. No.
So that's going to be a big one to watch tomorrow night. So just significant games all over the place. Take a look at Fox Sports on Sunday evening. It'll be very interesting. It's a well done show, and it's always exciting.
Rob Rubick, right?
Rob Rubick, yep. And so they'll find out. West Catholic's pretty much assured that they will get at least the first game. Catholic Central, oddly, is they've had a little weightier schedule.
Yes.
They played a team from Ontario.
Right.
And they played another. Well, who did they play that first game?
When you say a weightier schedule, well, they played Notre Dame Prep.
They did play Notre Dame Prep.
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
That was the first game.
That was that was not the first game. I think that was the third or fourth game of the season.
I gotcha.
Anyways, they lead West Catholic in points. A little bit more bonus points in some of their games, but it's only by three or so. We'll see what happens between at the end of this game. The point totals for West Catholic, and then, of course, the point totals for Catholic Central. But West Catholic pretty much assured that they're going to get a home field game, at least for the first game.
I think when you lose, even though you've been playing these really tough teams, if you lose, you're not getting any points. And so that
you still get some points. You get bonus points.
Well, you get bonus points.
Right.
Yes, you do get bonus points.
Right.
Yeah. Just not for the win.
No. So we see both teams that are finishing up here, their warm-ups, and we got 40 seconds and ticking down on the clock. We want to thank everyone for joining us here on the West End Body Halftime Show. Steve Grooms, thank you very much for all you do for us with your stats. And Tom, great analysis as always, and I can't wait for the playoffs, man.
It's going to be great. Yeah, and so, a game like this, we play Zeeland. No matter what happens tonight, there still is a chance that we leapfrog West Catholic. So Catholic Central. So we'll see what happens there. Certainly
would love to have another crack at them on our
turf.
At our own turf, exactly. Yeah.
So we know what happened last year. It was a collision course, and we knew whoever won that game, we said going into it, whoever wins this game is going to win the state title, and that's exactly what happens. And what was it, a 2 or 3 point game?
It was. It was a 2-point game, and West Catholic just ran out of time getting down the field with the ball late. So both teams are on the field. West Catholic kicking off to Zeeland West, who deferred, and they're going to get it going right now. Landon Smith with a big one.
Hendricks gets it. He's a speedster. Watch him, 28-yard line. And a host of Falcons will converge on him at the 29. And Zeeland West will get started here.
Both teams having the ability to change some things up here at halftime. Let's see what the Ducks, I don't think they're going to come out in a spread, but I'm sure John Schlito
and all of it,
and number 7 all-time winningest coach in the state of Michigan, he's got a few things up his sleeve.
So Trey Slotak will get under center here. He's got his 3 running backs directly behind him. Hands it up over the middle with a quick hitter. Be up over the 30 to the 31. Just a pickup of a yard on the play, maybe 2. 2nd and 8 for the Ducks.
Good hot dogs here tonight. We had one earlier, Tom.
What's that?
You buy a bun and walk it over to the grill, and they put a hot dog in the bun for you.
Oh, you buy the bun?
You buy the bun.
I've never gone to a place to buy the bun.
Buy the bun.
So we'll see if they chew up the entire third quarter here, Joe.
Right.
Hand up over the right side. This is Vanderswag. He'll get it up to the 38 to 39. Getting close to a first down. Bring up 3rd and 1. So 3rd and short for the Ducks here as they get things started in the third quarter. Again, welcome Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack on the West Catholic YouTube network. We're at 10:56, 13-12 your score. Falcons over the Ducks here as we start the third.
Yeah.
Ducks are going left to right on your radio dial. They've got their green uniforms, yellow numbers, white pants. And West Catholic with their white tops, green numbers, white helmets, and the green pants. Got that white stripe going down the side as West Catholic. Here goes Slotak. Hand up over the left side. That's big number 34.
Oh, he
Jonah
might not have
Leslie.
gotten it.
He might not have.
No, I think he's a half yard short. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, he is going to be short. He's going to go for it, though.
Yeah, at this.
Yeah, this is Dan Campbell Analytics. He's like, you know what? Nobody stopped us from going 1 yard all year long. We're going to go for it. So they're in their own territory. This would be a huge stop. It's 4th and a half a yard for Zeeland West. They're at their own 39-yard line. They got to get to just past the 39. They're at the 38 3/4.
Watch Slotak call his own number here.
West Catholic's looking to jump, and they got West Catholic to jump. Or got Zeeland West to false start, right? Let's see.
I think so.
It is a false start. What a great job. So West Catholic moved a little bit. They shifted a little bit on the line, called Zeeland West to false start.
Yeah, and instead of 4th and 1, we got 4th and 6, and that's going to bring the punting unit out, which is big.
Huge.
Which is very big.
Huge change of events. The only thing worse is false starting inside, your own 5-yard line. That's a huge pet peeve of mine. But let's not talk about pet peeves.
Is somebody yelling, watch out for the fake punt?
It's not Carson Viss back there, I'll tell you that.
No.
Who ran it like 65 yards on the West. This is
Jake Lancioni.
Lancioni, yep. Here goes the kick. Nice kick by Lancioni. Oh, Olszewski gets it. Wow. He kind of overran it a little bit, Joe, and kind of caught it on the side instead of like directly in front of him.
Yep.
He got tackled right away. He'll be at the 30-yard line.
Sophomore Brandon Holman came. He was the jet guy. And he made that hit just as soon as Olszewski caught the ball. But West Catholic gets it right at the 33-yard line, Tom. 9:03 to go. West Catholic leading 13-12. We're in the 3rd quarter.
Augustine's going to be in shotgun formation. They go right to left on your radio dial here in the 3rd. One wide right. Wildman will go slot right as record now goes in motion to the right-hand side. Here goes Brittenfeld. He's got a hole in the middle. Breaks the tackle. Breaks another tackle. He's at the 35. Still on his feet. And he'll get tackled around the waist at about the 41. Nice hard run by Brittenfeld. Exciting run for 7 yards. Give us a text, 616-262-9270, 616-262-9270. Let us know you're out there listening.
Yeah, it went so fast in the first half we didn't get any, but, of course, Rose Arbanis is our first.
Here goes, hand up again. Oh, no pickup on the play, and here goes a flag on the play. So Brittenfeld got tackled behind the line of scrimmage. There were 2 linemen down, one for West and one for Zeeland West. Chop block, 15-yard penalty on West. Oh.
No, it's on the defense.
Oh,
it was
the
number
defense.
that was number 8. That was Brody Moss.
A block below the. You don't see that called on the defense.
No, but
usually
he bent him over. Yeah.
Yeah, usually you see that on the offense. Blocking low, or doing a chop block if a guy's already engaged and going low for the block. But 15-yard penalty on Zeeland West will bring things up near the 50 via the 49-yard line of West. So great field position for the Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 8:27 mark as they lead 13-12. We've got a great one here in Zeeland Stadium. Glad you could join us. One left, one right.
Upon further review, the penalty marker up to the left 46.
So here goes Augustine, shotgun formation. Fake snap or fake pump.
Boy, a lot of time.
He's got tons of time. Now he rolls over to the right and he just throws it away. So he had nobody open.
Yeah, that was tough. He had, I bet you ran around back there for about 7 seconds. Could not find anybody downfield. Zagunas here was on the sideline. He had Keaton Hendricks on him. But great protection. And he had to throw it away.
Shotgun formation for Augustine. Hands it off to Brittenfeld. He tries to go over the right side, breaks the tackles to the 45, 40, near a first down, and he's got a first down. David Brittenfeld, great run, shedding tacklers on his way to the 36 and a Falcon first down.
Well, let's see if they're going to mark it correctly. I don't know. Yep, they're going to move the chains for him. Hey, Grandma Groves, she's watching and cheering on the Falcons at her home in Clare.
Glad you could join us. 2 left, 1 right for Augustin this time. Brittenfeld will be off to his left. Wildman goes slight right. Here goes Brittenfeld out of the backfield. Now he looks downfield, and Augustin's got Aaron Record at the 31. Going to pick up 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 for the Falcons. Nice short pickup. A little slant play there to Aaron Record.
Steve Norder and family, they're listening out there. Thanks, Steve. We appreciate everything.
Good to see you last night,
Yeah.
Steve. The Falcons Award night. What a nice night that was. Trips left, 1 right. Brittenfeld off to the right. Here goes Record in motion. Jet sweep. Fake to him. Augustin keeps it. He's inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. He's got another West Catholic first down.
Boy, things just opening up. Again, that spread offense, keeping the Ducks, the Duck defense honest. They got to cover some receivers, and it's doing a nice job opening things up for the Falcons. Grady Augustin calling his own number.
Well, with Augustin and Trey Slotak, you've got 2 running quarterbacks really good on their feet. 2 left, 2 right. Here goes Augustin. Quick pitch over to Brittenfeld. He's at the 25, 20 breaks tackles, 15, 10, far side of the field, inside the 5, and he'll finally get kicked out of bounds. David Brittenfeld almost took it all the way, Joe. They'll have a 1st and 10 inside the 5.
Boy, about a 22-yard, about a 22-yard run there, and he eluded 2 tacklers. Almost got brought down as soon as he got the ball. Now West Catholic's on their hurry up.
Brittenfeld off to the left. He'll get it again inside the 5. He's got a touchdown standing up. Touchdown West. David Brittenfeld from 3 yards out.
Custom caulking touchdown for Brittenfeld. 6:22 here in the 3rd. And West Catholic takes a 19-12 lead on the Ducks.
How about it? David Brittenfeld. Just running with such enthusiasm tonight.
Boy, did you see those guys pulling for him? He had some horses out front. Made the most of it. And we've got a flag.
Jumping off sides. You know what? I think they're daring Landon Grove to go for it. I think they want Landon Grove to go for it.
To go for 2?
Yeah. And Landon Grove goes, nope, I'm going to decline the penalty.
No.
He come running out.
I got my kicker.
He's waving his hands. I am declining that. We're just going to kick the ball. Keep jumping off sides if you want. End over end kick by Landon Smith. And that extends the Falcons' lead to 20-12. We got a great one here in Zeeland Stadium. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack and our statistician, Steve Grooms. We're going to get from Steve how many yards David Brittenfeld has for the night. 79 yards on the night. I thought he was getting closer to 100, but 12 carries, 79 yards. It's another day at the office.
Boy, that last one was great, setting up for that touchdown. Brittenfeld on the pitch and took it down to the 2-yard line and then in for a score. In West Catholic, I don't know if anybody thought this was going to happen here, but there's a lot of football to play.
There's a lot of football to play. 6:22 left in the 3rd. 20-12 your score. Falcons over the Ducks. And like we said, it might come down to who has the ball last. Let's see here.
Hey, we got a kicker.
Yeah. So see what the West Catholic defense can go here. Here goes Landon Smith. Short kick. Going to be kicked down to the 27. And Zeeland West is going to get it, and it gets smothered right away, right at the 27. So no pickup on the play. Great kick by Landon Smith.
It really was. Went to Alex Steele, the senior, number 10. And he wasn't phased. He caught that ball. You know, the thought is.
He didn't get phased until after he caught it.
Yeah.
Then it was like, what do I do now? You may have not
You try to kick it to a little bit of an open area or to a guy that's not real comfortable with handling a ball, and hopefully good things happen for the kicking team in that. It's been proven.
So here comes Zeeland West. Their second possession here in the third quarter. And Slow Talk gets under center, going to hand it. No, he's going to fake now, and he's going to roll right. He's got some room to run. He's going to tuck it. He's at the 30, 35, 40. Still on his feet, breaks a couple tackles, and he's inside the 45 to the 44. Woo! Slow Talk with an amazing run, but a 30-yard pickup, and they're in West Catholic territory, Joe.
Oh, man. Dynamic player. He had guys covered. I mean, West Catholic defense did a really nice job, but you got to account for that quarterback, and he is a really fine runner.
That's the thing. When you take the linebackers out of the position because they're tackling your three running backs, it doesn't leave you a lot on the edges when the quarterback decides to keep it. So West Catholic gets Zeeland West to jump again. So nice fault penalty. So it'll be first and 15 for the Ducks.
See a spider crawling up the window there. He's on the outside, Tom.
He is on the outside.
My wife would be out of here in a second. Gone, man.
Not my wife.
She and spiders don't get along. So the Ducks get across 1 yard across midfield.
Here goes Slow Talk. He'll keep it. He'll break a couple ankle tackles inside the 45 to the 43. So he's just past the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Ducks. Boy, he is slippery. You know how many times he'll feel contact and he'll spin out of the tackle.
Yeah.
Like that's probably 4 times tonight where Slow Talk's like spun out of a tackle. That was an ankle tackle he spun out of there. So 2nd and 9, ball at the 43 of West. Slow Talk, fake handoff. He'll roll right. He's got a receiver there wide open at the 33, and getting kicked out of bounds is Hendricks. So they got another Zeeland West first down, and they are marching. The offense is rolling for the Ducks.
Throwing the ball, something the Ducks rarely do, and but when they do it, Slow Talk's very good. Connor Olszewski on that stop. He got over there in a hurry. Bring Hendricks down. So the ball's going to be set at the 25-yard line. 4:18 to go here in the third. West Catholic leading 20-12, and the Ducks are rolling. Or swimming.
So full backfield, again, tight formation for Zeeland West. Slow Talk will hand it up the middle. That'll be Hendricks again. And Hendricks will fight his way for a couple. So just a quick hitter up the middle. Keep that West Catholic defense honest. So 2nd down and 8 for Zeeland West.
Slow Talk down there on the sideline looking at his hand. He wanted a towel in the sideline to wipe something off and then kind of shook his hand a little bit. Interesting.
A little blood maybe?
Yeah, a little blood maybe.
A scrapage. So ball's at the 22 of West. West will have 3 down linemen. Tight formation for West defensively too. Over the right side. Is that Vanderswag? No. Yeah, it is Vanderswag. And he'll take it down to the 17-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd and 3. And we know this is 4-down territory. I guess that's the good news if you're Zeeland West. You're like, yeah, it's 3rd and short, but we don't get it here. We're going for it.
Just gobbling up time here. Already at 2:50 to go in the third. They know how to play possession football.
Sure do. Slow Talk. He'll get under center. Hand out the first guy through is Hendricks. He's got a first down. So he slips his way inside the 15 to the 14. 1st and 10. This is always tough on defense because you give up another first down, then they got a first down inside the 4. So this is a big set of downs here for the West Catholic defense.
Boy, Hendricks has proven his worth.
It sure has.
Really nice game for him tonight.
Slow talk. He's going to roll left. He's looking downfield to pass the ball. He's getting chased. He'll tuck it. Now he'll get rid of it. And sidearm sling, and it's intercepted. Connor Olszewski, now they're saying it. Oh, it did not get intercepted. They're saying he trapped it.
I didn't see him on the ground.
Wow. Oh, Landon Grove is hot.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Oh, he is hot.
I didn't see him on the ground.
Either did I. I don't know how
he
that
just
was
ran in
incomplete.
and jumped it.
I have no idea how that was not an interception. Wow. I would love to see a replay on that, Joe.
Was that a makeup for that fumble down here?
I don't know,
I don't know
right?
either.
Slow talk. It's second down. Hand up over the right side. And getting tripped up, Vanderswag. It's Jujem. So nice job by Jujem with the tackle. Boy, he's a good-looking sophomore, Joe.
He sure is. He and his brother both out there on defense.
It's 3rd and 9.
So 3rd down and 9 for Zeeland West. Ball's at the 13. They got to get down to the 4.
Oh, that'll upset a defense. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know if I've seen Landon Grove that upset all year. It's tough for us to see up here, Joe, but I certainly didn't see him on the ground either. Hand up the middle to Hendricks. He fights his way inside the 10 down to about the 8-yard line.
Steve Grooms had a pretty good look at it with his binoculars. Couldn't quite tell, Steve. There was a couple players in the way. It was in a little bit of a.
So
there's a number of players around.
4th down, a long 4 for Zeeland West. Huge defensive stance here for West Catholic. They lead 20-12. We're inside the 1-minute mark in the 3rd, with 44 seconds left.
Boy, I'd watch that rollout.
I would
Sludhag's
too.
so good.
Hendricks directly behind him. Vanderswag off to the right. Here goes the fake.
Yep.
And quarterback keeper, touchdown. Yep. You called it, Joe. You absolutely called it.
Boy, when it comes down to getting tough yardage, Sludhag is the guy they go to on those rollouts. Last guy with the ball. He just waits for the defense to commit to all the potential ball carriers, and off he goes to the races.
Wow, huge 4th down conversion after the interception was waved off by Connor Olszewski. 26 seconds left in the 3rd.
Here comes the 2-pointer.
Big 2-pointer, 2018's your score. Slow Talk keeps it, and Slow Talk gets it in. So it's a tie game, 20-20.
Boy, that blocked extra point from Landon Smith. Looming large right now.
Looming
and
really large.
We're at zeros. 26 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Score is tied 20-20.
So basically we played 3 quarters of football. Nothing's happened.
Nothing's
it's 2020. Speaking of 2020.
Yeah.
Used to love that show back in the day, Hugh Downs.
Hugh Downs. You use that a lot too, Hugh Downs.
I do, little Hugh Downs.
We'll be in touch, so you be in touch.
That's exactly right. Very good. I was just going to quiz you on that. We'll be in touch, so you'll be in touch.
So just an absolutely time-chewing run there, drive there by Zeeland West ties this game up.
Here goes the kick. End over end kick will send Peterson down inside the 10. He's up to 15, the 20. Stutter step, breaks the tackle, the 23-yard line. So here we go. We got a great one here at Zeeland Stadium.
Yeah. No scores to report from around the area, but
None.
if you'll tune in tomorrow, We won't be here.
Thanks a lot for joining us. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack and our statistician Steve Grooms. So we bring you the action here on a Thursday night special edition of Falcon football. 2 wide left, 1 wide right for Augustin. Hand off to Brittenfeld. Boy, he finds a way to get a hole. He found a seam in there, 30, 35. He's got a 12-yard pickup and a first down for West Catholic. Joe, it looked like he had no room to run, and somehow the water's open.
It's like he leans on these blocks and bounces off of them, and a little spin move here, spin move there. That was a gain of 11.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter. 2020 is your score. Not my vision, but it is the score.
Hey, the new Frank's Market's located at 1020 West Fulton in Grand Rapids, featuring the area's best fresh and smoked kielbasa, awesome steaks, succulent roast, hot shots, and deli meats. So much more. Stop in and experience the fantastic service and products the Stanizak family has delivered in Grand Rapids for decades. Since 1933, Frank's Market is the only choice. And Padgett Business Services is your small business experts for tax prep, bookkeeping, and payroll. Don't have your tax preparation and accounting be a coin toss. Leave it to Padgett Business Services to get it right. Falcon fans, visit Padgett online at www.pbsgr.com. That's pbsgr.com. Thanks to Mark Davey and his great staff. Padgett, located right next to Mr. Burger on Lake Michigan Drive.
David Brittenfeld closing in on 100 yards for the night. He's at 91. Another great night. He went for 226 last week and 3 touchdowns on the ground and 1 through the air. So a 4-touchdown night last week for David Brittenfeld. West Catholic will go left to right on your radio dial here in the 4th. Hand off to Brittenfeld again, and he'll get tackled for a loss. Joe, maybe a 3-4 yard loss on that. Really slow developing play to the short side of the field, the far side of the field. So that's going to bring up second and we'll call it 13. Or as the announcer here would say,
he's a patient runner,
dozen.
he's a patient runner, but when patience runs out.
Here goes Augustin. He's going to pass the ball now. He's got a receiver there. Record in and out of his hands. He was right at the first down, sticks at the 45, Joe. Good coverage by Zeeland West, and it popped out.
Hit him right in the shoulder pad, I think.
Yeah. This is a big possession, right? Because if you can score here if you're West, it might take Zeeland West the whole entire rest of the quarter to come back and score. So huge third down play here, 3rd and 13 for West. Augustin, shotgun. He'll get it. He'll step up in the pocket. Now he looks and he rolls. Is he going to run? He can run for a first, Joe. He's got to tuck it and go. He does. And he gets out at the 43. Going to be far short of a first down, though. If he would have made his decision a couple seconds earlier, he would have got there.
Zagunis on the near side was in double coverage, but as soon as he saw Augustin starting to scramble, he headed towards the end zone on a fly route. But this is now West Catholic's going to have Cal Peterson come out, and they're going to punt this one away.
No one is back for Zeeland West now. Now Slotak will head back. Yeah, they're saying watch the fake, watch the fake. They got 4 linebackers watching for fake, so I don't think West is going to fake it. Here goes Peterson's back for the punt. Snap's important here. Kick is here, rolling right. Nice line drive kick. Will get hit at the 23. It'll still go in. It's the West Catholic bounce. Oh, that starts going sideways at the 11, but now it starts going to the 10. Went sideways for about 3 yards and decided to go towards the end zone again. And so nice kick there by Cal Peterson. Ball will be at the 10-yard line for the Ducks.
90 yards to pay dirt. Hey, if you need to repair or replace your roof, choose Moore & Sons Roofing. Moore & Sons, where you don't just get a great roof, you get a great roofing experience. The quality and craftsmanship that they invest in every roof is second to none. So for all your roofing needs, choose Moore & Sons Roofing, an Owens Corning certified contractor. And fall's the absolute best time to create that beautiful landscape you've been wanting outside your home. And Shaner Avenue Nursery is the team you need to make this project a reality. Kristen Perez, proud West Catholic parent, will meet and design the look you want to make your home the envy of the neighborhood. Just contact Shaner Avenue Nursery and Kristen Perez at 616-293-7228 or check them out online at ShanerAvenueNursery.com. There was a penalty, Tom. What are we seeing?
There's a personal foul on West Catholic. So the ball will go from the 10 all the way out to the 25. Boy, that's a tough penalty. Boy, and you don't see that very often on a punt.
No.
After the penalty, it's now 1st and 10, Ducks at their 25.
They don't need any help.
Yeah, right? Landon Grove is off on his own. He's all the way down to the 30-yard line, Joe, in the other direction. Here goes the hand up over the left side. And here goes Hendricks. He's at the 40, 45, still on his feet near midfield. Boy, he's fast. He got to the edge, Joe. No one there. So that'll be a 25-yard pickup for Hendricks.
Yeah, Cal Peterson finally ran him out of bounds right at midfield. But, boy, he got shot out of a cannon on that sweep.
Sure did.
Speedy runner.
See what Darren Smith draws up to try to stop these Ducks. Ball's at midfield. They're going right to left in your radio dial. Here goes a hand up over the near side here. Vanderswag. Leslie actually with the carry. 3-yard pickup on the play. 2nd and 7. He's still on the ground.
Yeah, Leslie's down.
Yeah. So let's just see. I think he's just got a cramp. He's got his leg up in the air, so I think it's just a cramp.
Yeah, Jacob Dussault in on that tackle. Both teams are going to go to their sideline real quick. And Dubin Duba Attorneys at Law with law offices in the Amalie Grand Plaza Hotel. The Dubas specialize in business transactions, mergers and acquisitions, real estate, and estate planning. A true West Catholic family of students, coaches, boosters, and volunteers. Let Chris and Don Duba help with all your legal needs. Dubin Duba Attorneys at Law.
They just gave him some water, and they're stretching it out, so I think he'll be fine.
Get some of that soccer spray. Shh, and everything's good, right? Hey, since 1965, West End Body's been serving Grand Rapids when those days happen, and they do happen. So if you've had a mishap with your vehicle, call Gavin to get everything fixed up. Working with all insurance companies, West End Body's your single source for collision repair. West End Body located at 1693 Leonard Northwest. So
he'll come hobbling off a little bit, but trainer's following Leslie on the side. But
yeah.
I think he'll be fine. Just trying to stretch that out.
2nd and 6.
So it'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Ducks. Ball's at the 46 of West. 20-20 is your score. We're at the 10:36 mark here in the 4th. Great game back and forth between two top 5 teams in their respective divisions. West Catholic in Division 5 and Zeeland West in Division 3. Hand up the middle. Oh, Hendricks again. He's at the 35. Got one guy to beat. He beats the ankle tackle by Olszewski, and it's touchdown, Zeeland West.
46-yarder. Boy, it was only a matter of time before he broke loose. What speed. One man to beat. He was there in a hurry in a 46-yarder.
Boy, he went for 210 yards on 10 carries last week, Joe. All he does is score long touchdowns.
Man, oh, man.
So that's why that last possession was so critical
right.
for West Catholic. Now you're playing from behind, and Zeeland West is going for 2 here. So this is a huge 2-point conversion.
Yeah, they convert. They force West Catholic on a touchdown to go for 2.
Slow talk. He'll be a quarterback keeper. He gets hit at the 2. He's trying to fight his way in. I don't think he got in.
Nope.
And he didn't. Nice job by West Catholic. He got hit, Joe, and he tried to lunge forward. West Catholic got a little bit more help there. Stopped him. So
that one's critical.
That one's critical. Yeah.
2-point failed. So that gives Zeeland West a 26-20 lead on West Catholic. And now 10:09 to go. This is going to be a big offensive series for West coming up.
Zeeland West has only scored once. They've scored 4 touchdowns and have gotten 1 2-point conversion on the night. So nice job by that 2-point West Catholic defense. But West has now been able to stop Zeeland West. Is it Zeeland West have 1 punt for the night? Just 1, right?
I think just 1.
I think 1. We'll have Steve Grooms verify that, but I think Zeeland West has only punted once. So. So here comes the kick by Lucas Smith. We'll send Gutierrez back to the 6, the 10, 15. He's got some wheels himself. He's up to the 30. He's on the far side of the field. Gets up over the 40-yard line. That's Matt Gutierrez, great run back. Averages over 15 on the season, and he ran it back about 35 yards there, Joe. West Catholic's going to have good field position here.
He's got every bit as much speed as Hendricks.
Sure does.
Very exciting. Did a nice job. Made it through a couple would-be tacklers and headed towards the far sideline.
So 1st and 10, balls at their own 43. As Augustin gets in the gun, fakes it to him. He's going to pass on the near side to Record. He catches out in the flats. He's at the 43, 45, up over midfield into Zeeland West territory, very close to a first down. Do they mark it with the left foot or the right foot?
And the right foot wins.
And the right foot wins, and they'll move the chains. So 1st and 10 for West. Ball's at the 47 now.
That far official's got size 14s, I'm sure.
Hand off to Britton Fowle. He's got a hole there, 45-40, breaks the tackle, still on his feet inside the 35 to the 33, Joe. Great run by Britton Fowle. He's either really tired or he just
he's
pulled
like,
something.
Man.
I think he's just tired. That was a tough run.
Sure was.
Is he going to come out?
No. Well, we saw Wildman in there in the backfield at the beginning of the game, but I don't think David's going out.
I don't think so either. So David stays in there off to the right of Augustin.
I'd love to see it take a shot. You've got Zagunis here on the far side in single coverage, and the safety's not hedging.
Here goes Augustin. He's going to hand off to Britton Feld again. He'll dance his way to the 30. So pick up a 3 on the play. 2nd and 7. I like that call, Joe. Far side of the field, that one-on-one coverage. That's a long throw for Augustin, right? He's got to go to the far side of the field if he goes deep there. That's a 50-yard
You see who's in coverage there. It's Hendricks.
Oh, yeah. So he's got some speed out there, and Augustin knows that, and so does Coach Grove. But he's got a receiver there, and he just jumped it. So,
boy, that's dangerous. But I mean, Zagunis great hands, but Hendricks he was jumping that. That was a split second.
That was a split second.
And he was gone.
So it was almost intercepted there. See, again, that long pass, we just talked about it. That's a long pass to throw. So 3rd down and 3 for West. Britton Feld off the left of Augustin. I think they're going to hand it off here. They are to Britton Feld. He's going to find some room. He gets inside the 25. I don't know if he's got a first down or not. Again, if it's left or right. This time they go with the left foot, and he's a yard short.
West is getting right up the line of scrimmage.
Hand off to Britton Feld again. He's got a first down and more. So he's got to pick up a 2 on the play.
Britton Feld off left tackle for the first down.
So nice job by West Catholic. Huge 4th down conversion.
Well, you
with
saw
the 7:56 mark.
You saw the Zeeland West defense sell out to that run, that internal run.
Sure.
And all David Brittenfeld did was pop it out and break contain, and he had enough to get a first down. So 7:41 to go in the ball game. The Ducks 26, the Falcons 20. We're in the 4th quarter.
Augustin gets it. He's going to hand up over the left side to Olszewski, and he tries to break it. Contain on the far side of the field. Nowhere to go on that short side of the field, Joe, and he'll get no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for West at the 22.
2nd and 10.
Boy, I look at this Zagunis and Hendricks matchup here on the near sideline. 2 great athletes and speedsters.
Yeah.
We have not seen much of Gabe Schwieters tonight. Now's the time.
Now's the time. Here goes the handoff to Britton Feld. He tries to break the edge. He's at the 20, and he'll get tackled at 19. Great open field tackle there by number 24, Drew Albrecht. He's only a sophomore, Joe. You can see why they're so high on him here at Zeeland West. So 3rd and 8 for West. We're at the 6:38 mark. 26-20 is your score. Ducks over the Falcons. This is a huge 3rd down. I would say go over the middle here, Joe. That would be my guess. Or Schwieters.
Olszewski off, Wildman in.
3rd down and 8. Here goes Augustin. He's got room to run on the left side if he wants. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be way out of bounds. Joe, Augustin could have ran for a 1st down very easily. Yeah. Instead, he threw deep to Zagunis. It was incomplete on the far side of the field. Oh, yeah, and I think Augustin realizes now he could have ran for a 1st down easily. I'd almost run that same play.
Yeah.
And let Augustin run. So 4th and 8, huge play here for the Falcons. Augustin's under pressure. He steps out of the pocket. He's going to get sacked at the 18. They'll actually pick up 2 on the play, but that was a huge turnover on downs.
Big push by the Ducks, defensive front. They came in, caught him on either side, collapsed the pocket as he stepped forward, and it just wasn't enough. He tried to take off and run, but he only got 2 yards when he needed 8.
That was just a huge stop.
West Catholic's going to need a break here.
They're going to need a break. They're going to need a fumble, or they're going to have to just somehow stop the Zeeland West offense, which they have not done very well tonight.
Gut check time.
As the Ducks have put up 4 touchdowns on the West defense. Here goes Slotuck. He's going to hand it up over the far side to Vanderswag. He breaks the contain. He's up over the 30 to 35 to the 38-yard line. Huge pickup. In fact, the referee will give him to the 40. Why not?
Jerome on the right side up to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
So big pickup of about 18 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 for Zeeland West. Clock's inside 6 minutes. We're at the 5:45 mark. The Slotuck will get under center here. He'll hand it up over the middle. No, he'll keep it. He's still on his feet. He's inside the 40 to the 37 of West. Nice fake handoff. Slotuck kept it up the middle, and he had a big hole to run through.
Sure did. Boy, Ducks are just pounding that defensive front of the Falcons. Really precision blocking happening right now. Already at 5:10 to go in the ball game. West Catholic down by 6.
The time is now. Slotuck under center, going to hand it off to Hendricks. He'll be the first guy through. Somehow, Joe, he slithered his way for like 3-4 yard pickup when it looked like he had absolutely nothing.
Yeah, he's like that action, the action movies, right, where the guy just slips underneath the closing steel trap door of 6 inches, right, and rolls out, and he's that guy.
He is that guy. Flat Stanley.
Flat Stanley. My kids had that book.
Hey, give us a shout out, 616-262-9270. 616-262-9270. Slotuck, quarterback keeper. Pickup of 1 over the right side. He just dove his way. Yeah, I think the running back was supposed to get the handoff there, didn't. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Next 2 plays for the West Catholic defense. Critical here as we're inside 4 minutes now. We're at 3:50. Ducks over the Falcons 26-20. Again, it might be whoever's got the ball last. Let's see. Slow tuck. West Catholic shows 9 guys in the box. Slow tuck gets it. He rolls left. He's going to fall inside the 30 to the 29. The ball's loose. Did he fumble? West Catholic saying they have it.
We're going to get a conference. Let's
There's
get Dubin involved here. Hunter Price.
The referee's saying he's down or no? The one referee's facing towards, he's got his foot like, no.
It's going to bring up 4th down, though. 4th and 3.
4th and 3. So there's an interception and a fumble that we couldn't see it from here and called him down. So let's see. Huge 4th down play. 4th and 3 as Slotak gets under center. Huge. Oh, and West Catholic jumped. Oh, huge miscue by Charlie Stepker.
Oh, that was tough. That was by design. He barked hard.
Huge mental faux pas.
Yeah, and we're at 3:07, and this clock is just getting chewed up.
First and 10 for West Catholic. 25-yard line.
Oh. So 1st and 10. Now this is going to force West Catholic into using all their timeouts here. Hand up over the left side. So bunch of blockers for Jonah Leslie's. They'll pick up 4 on the play. Now you're just going to have to sell out, I think, on the run, Joe.
Yeah.
You're at the 2:33 mark. You've only got 2 timeouts left. You just got to sell out.
So West Catholic with a timeout. Steve Arcelos listening. Thanks, Steve. Billy Kay listening. You know, you really do. You want to send the house, right?
You do.
You want to open up your splits and just blitz your linebackers into those openings.
You've got to take chances defensively, and I'm sure that's what
do.
Darren Smith is saying right now. We've got to play aggressive. So 2:33 left on the clock. 26-20 is your score. Ducks over the Falcons. Thanks for joining us. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack as we're at Zeeland Stadium here, the home of the Zeeland West Ducks. And 2 top 5 teams in their respective divisions have given us a great football game this evening. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. Slotuk's going to get in shotgun formation now. Watch him roll left, Joe. Yep, he rolls left. Now he goes up the middle, breaks the tackles inside the 20, the 15, 10, 5, down to the 4-yard line.
Tried to roll himself into the end zone. Shifty runner. 2:25 to go.
Clock keeps ticking. 2 timeouts for the Falcons. Zeeland West will be like molasses getting to the line, Joe.
Yeah.
They do not want to score with very much time on that play clock. In fact, the coach brings him back over and says, hey, I just wondered what you're doing for dinner.
I think he's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, he'll probably call a timeout with
John
1 second left.
Cholito's way up. He's going to call
We're
a timeout.
inside 2 minutes now. So barring West Catholic needs a turnover.
While we're inside of 2 minutes, and we're probably going to have a pretty quick post-game show, just want to thank our sponsors, bringing the broadcast to you folks throughout the season. We can't wait for the playoffs coming, but thank you for a great regular season. Fox Pools, Custom Caulking, West End Body, Frank's Market, Padgett Business Services, Dubin Attorneys at Law, Shaner Avenue Nursery, Moore & Sons Roofing, Realtor Melissa Homewood, and Epic Realty, and your Falcon Touchdown Club. It's probably going to be a little bit of a short post game. We'll go over stats and whatnot, but looking forward to the playoffs. West Catholic's got a minute 54. Zeeland West, ball's on the 4-yard line, first and goal.
And again,
crazy things have happened.
You just sell out here because, I mean, here's the thing. Zeeland West isn't going to kick the ball.
No.
So it's still one-score game. You call your 2 timeouts, but you've just got to sell out.
Right.
You know, there's no reason to keep anybody back. So let's just see. So first and goal inside the 5. Here goes Slow Talk. Quarterback sneak. He's down to the 2.
He's happy to get 1 yard at a time.
Yes, he's very happy. And he had both hands around that ball really tight, well secured. Just like you'd expect out of your senior quarterback. Very smart play.
That didn't take long.
No, 149 now.
West Catholic with 1 timeout left. Ball security's been a big thing tonight and all season for Zeeland West.
Yeah, I'd expect another quarterback sneak.
Sure, absolutely.
You know? And again, if you're West, you just gotta pile everybody right into the box.
Yeah. Two real different styles of offense here between these two teams, and a good look for both of them at these styles of play as they get into the playoffs. You just don't know who you're going to get or what you're going to get. But, all right, here comes Zeeland West on second and goal from the 3, or the 2.
Slow Talk, quarterback sneak. We called it again, Joe. They went with the tush push again.
Very little time goes off the clock. West Catholic, of course, is forced to use their final timeout, but they've saved themselves quite a bit of time.
Third and goal from the 1.
Yeah.
44 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'm putting 3 linebackers right there over the center, you know, and stand them up. Because I expect this is going to be the 3rd time in a row he's going to do a quarterback sneak.
Right.
He's going to do 4 quarterback sneaks, and if you don't score, you're going to leave West Catholic with very little time and no timeouts.
Correct.
So the ball's going to be at the 1-yard line. We're at the 144 mark. 26-20 is your score. Ducks over the Falcons.
Coach Shalito's been here before.
Yeah. So would you say 7th winningest coach in the state
7th
of Michigan?
winningest coach in the state of Michigan.
Amazing.
Yeah. Comstock Park, Orchard View, East Kentwood, and found a home here at Zeeland West.
All right, Slow Talk under center again. Handoff this time. Is it a touchdown? It is. So touchdown Ducks. Jonah Leslie with the 1-yard touchdown plunge, and that will seal it for the Ducks.
That's 32-20.
Well,
they're going to go for 2. I mean, crazy stuff's happened.
Yes, exactly. We could run it back, right, for a touchdown, do an onside kick.
Sure,
So
this is not done.
No, it's not over.
There's a minute 40 to play.
That is a long time. That is a long time.
And that was, I mean, they used, I think, 16 seconds in that goal line exchange.
So here comes the 2-point conversion. Slow Talk passes it, 2-point conversion. So a little pass over the middle, a little button hook to number 19. That's Jacob McLaren. This is senior tight end. And 34-20 is your score.
Big, tall target.
With a minute and 40 seconds remaining.
I hope the score doesn't end up here because people might look at the score and go, "Oh yeah, look, the Ducks handled the Falcons pretty." No, this game
it's been a heck of a game.
super close. just the fourth quarter here that turned things around for Zeeland West. When they held West Catholic on the fourth down.
Oh, that was huge.
While
and I'm going to say it like it is. West Catholic got some penalties that were unneeded.
Yes.
And not sharp.
Yep. Some personal fouls. Jumping off sides. Here comes a return, 25-30. 35 goes Gutierrez up to the 38-yard line.
Little pushing and shoving and a flag at the 45.
Gutierrez on the return.
Don't know who that's going to go against.
I don't know either. Was that a little?
You could do an offsetting.
Or is it a personal foul on Zeeland West? We'll see what this is. I don't know.
Holding, receiving him. 10 yards from the end of the run. First down.
Holding on the receiving team, going to make things even tougher for West Catholic.
But I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ball's at the 28.
Lakeshore.
Augustine, shotgun formation. He's got 2 right, 2 left. He's got a receiver out here and David Brittenfeld. He's at the 35, 40. Got to get out of bounds, David. No, he's at the 41. Now the clock will stop to move the chains. So you got to stop the clock there. Now the clock is placed, or the ball is placed. Here goes Brittenfeld. He's off to the right of Augustine. Here goes the flag. All this movement. Jeez, you're almost better spiking the ball, right? Although you're still on first down here. Brittenfeld's a senior. He's trying to tell people what needs to be done. He's giving Augustine some advice here. So West will have it 1st and 15. Here goes Augustine back in the pocket. He's got a receiver there well overthrown. He had Gabe Schwieters. Boy, I think it's the first time he's looked Schwieters all game.
Yeah.
Here on the near sideline and overthrows him. So it'll be 2nd and 15 for West. We're at the 108 mark. They trail by 14. They got to score in a hurry here. Brittenfeld will be off to the left of Augustine in the gun. He'll get it. Fake handoff. Now he'll step up. He's getting pressured, but throws the ball to Schwieters. He catches it, and he's at the 45-yard line. Clock keeps ticking. He's about 7 yards short of a first down. We're at the 54-second mark.
3rd and 6.
Here goes Augustine. He's got a receiver there and underthrows his receiver there to Gabe Schwieters. This is going to bring up 4th down and 6 for West at the 46-second mark.
Yeah, this is all very hurried.
They look a little disheveled.
By Augustine. Not as clean as the Forest Hills drive, Forest Hills Eastern drive. Let's see if they can convert on fourth down here.
Here goes Augustine, back in the pocket, getting pressured. He's got a receiver, Brittenfeld. He's got a first down. He's into the 45 to the 44 at the 42nd mark. Chains will move. Watch him to clock this, Joe. Augustine gets it. No, he's not going to clock it. He's going to look to go deep. He's got a receiver there, in and out of the hands of Jack Zagunis. Boy.
It looked like he lost his footing right there at the 30-yard line when he darted back and came to the ball. Just that one leg slipped out from under, preventing him to get back to the flight of the ball. And, just a foot or so, right?
Yes. Zagunis is getting a little tired with all these long routes.
Yeah.
You can tell he's like.
He
goes, don't snap it right away, Coach. Here goes Augustine. He's going to roll left. Looking downfield. Got a receiver there and underthrows him.
Augustin's pass incomplete.
Looking for Connor Olszewski out there. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 with 29 seconds left. So you got 6 Ducks.
This has been a lot of football in the last minute 20.
Sure has.
Right?
Yeah. Actually, 7 Ducks out there flying around trying to prevent West Catholic from getting a first down here. Empty backfield for Augustin. He's in the gun. He'll get it. He's going to roll left. Now he's got a receiver there. Catching is Olszewski. Needs to get out of bounds. He's not even close. He's not even close to a first down either. Clock keeps ticking. We're at 18, 17, 16, 15, 13. Augustin get it. 4th and 2. Augustin has it. Steps up in the pocket. It's got a receiver there, and it's a first down by Schwieters inside the 29. But you have 4 seconds left. So this will be the last snap of the game.
Yeah.
34-20 is your score, unless you can dial up a 14-point play, Joe. It's going to be a Zeeland West.
Doesn't
win.
exist. Yeah.
So last play for the Falcons. Here goes Augustin, going to go deep. He's got Zagunis, and he overthrows him in the end zone. So that's going to be your final score. Your final score from Zeeland Stadium. The Zeeland West Ducks 34, the West Catholic Falcons 20. And the Falcons will see you in the playoffs.
Yes, they will. Well, we knew exactly who Zeeland West was, and they came here and they were ready to play. They're a very seasoned team, very honed team, going to make a nice run in the playoffs.
They sure are. You can
and
see why.
so is West Catholic.
Yeah, I mean, you know, 2 top 5 teams in their
Right.
divisions, and both teams are going to go a long ways. And like you said, you know, they were who we thought they were, in the words of Dennis Green. You know? So welcome to the post-game show. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack. And let's kind of run down the scoring again in the first half. Scoreless first quarter. Second quarter, Jonah Leslie with a 1-yard touchdown run for Zeeland West to get them on top. Jack Zagunis with a 24-yard touchdown reception in the second quarter to tie the game. Kick failed for Landon Smith. Leslie came back with an 8-yard run for Zeeland West, and Zagunis finished out the scoring in the second quarter and in the first half there. Zagunis, a 17-yard pass from Augustin, and you had a 13-12 West Catholic lead after the Smith kick. Second half, West extended that lead as they scored first in the second half. David Brittenfeld, a 3-yard run with the Smith kick. So all of a sudden you're up, you know, 20
to 12.
20 to 12.
Right.
You're thinking, wow, this looks good for
Looking
West
good.
Catholic. But you're like,
Sure.
hey,
Hang on.
Zeeland West
to
has
go
something
here.
to say about that. Zeeland West scored the last 3 scores of the game. Trey Slutak, 8-yard run. He also had a 2-yard conversion there to get them closer. And then Keaton Hendricks, a 46-yard run. That run failed. That put them up 26-20. And then Leslie with a 1-yard run here in the fourth quarter. 2-point pass.
Was good, yeah.
Was good. So, yeah, so that was 34-20 as your final score. As we look at the final stats from both teams, David Brittenfeld on the West Catholic side of the ledger, 19 carries for 109 yards, so averaged 5.7 yards a rush. He had 1 touchdown on the night. Grady Augustin, he had 59 yards rushing on 8 attempts, and that was and Aaron McCord had a carry for 6 yards, and Connor Olszewski carried the ball once and did not get any yards. Through the air, Grady Augustin threw the ball 27 times, completed it 17 times for 171 yards, so averaged 10 yards a pass. Pretty solid job by Grady Augustin. 2 touchdowns on the night, both of those to Jack Zagunis, who had 3 catches for 46 yards. Gabe Schwieters had 3 catches as well for 22. Aaron McCord, leading receiver for the Falcons, he had 5 receptions for 47 yards. Brittenfeld, 3 times. He caught the ball out of the backfield for 32 yards. And Connor Olszewski, 3 catches for 24 yards. On the night, 339 yards of total offense for West Catholic, 168 yards on the ground, and 171 through the air. And Joe, for Zeeland West?
Zeeland West, really a lot of ground covered tonight. 12 attempts for quarterback Trey Slutak, 115 yards and a score. Keaton Hendricks, the speedster, 12 carries for 137 yards. And Isaac Vanderswag, 9 carries for 55. I thought we were going to see more of him tonight.
Yeah.
Jonah Leslie, 10 carries for 43. They were really quiet carries for Jonah Leslie, but 4 scores for him. And then Brandon Holman, 1 carry for 1 yard.
What's really interesting here, Joe, if you take a look at this, right, you've got your 3 running backs and your quarterback. In the carries, how evenly spread out they are. 9 carries for Vanderswag, 10 carries for Leslie, 12 carries for Hendricks, 12 carries for Slotak. Talk about spreading it out pretty evenly.
Really was. Through the air, 3 of 5 for 45 yards for Trey Slotak. And total offense-wise, 44 rushing attempts. Wow, 351 yards for Zeeland West. That's big. 8 yards a carry. And they earned every yard of it. I'll tell you what.
They did.
Really precision blocking and phenomenal backs, phenomenal quarterback. And that's exactly what you produce right there. 350 yards on the ground. 5 of 3 passing, 3 of 5 passing, 45 yards. Gives them 396 yards of total offense on only 15 first downs to West Catholic's 21. So just very efficient. They had some field position, exactly.
Yes.
I take a look back here and Aaron record 5 catches for 47 yards. That was really quiet of him, right?
Yeah, it sure was.
It really was quiet, quiet 5 catches out of him. Anyways, Zeeland West, exactly who we thought they were going to be.
Yes.
Really, ball control, phenomenal run game. They're everything that they're built up to be. They're going to make a good run here. They could very well see themselves, another 5 games at Ford Field, right?
Yeah, they absolutely could, right? They're only lost in the entire year to the number 1 team in Division 4 in their own conference. In Unity Christian.
But this is a D3 team, and there's plenty of competition in D3.
Well, there are. But wouldn't that be interesting, though, if Unity Christian in D4 and Zeeland West in D3 both make it to the finals in the same conference?
Now, that would be cool.
I mean, how cool would that be?
Now, that would really be cool. The OK Conference could really put a bow on that one, right?
Yes.
Or a turkey leg. Anyways, West Catholic, looked really good up and down the field. Kind of late, things crumbled a little bit. It's got to be a lot of work defensively, trying to attack this style of a run offense. The passing was there. Really, they have a lot of weapons, but I'll tell you what, Trey Slotak, he's a real deal, and he's a weapon, both on the ground, throwing the ball, and runs this offense very, very well.
Yeah, and the thing is that the West Catholic offense was good tonight.
Yeah.
It just wasn't good enough.
It just wasn't good enough,
because you only had 2 punts. You had a turnover on downs late in the game.
Yep.
But other than that, West Catholic moved the ball, but they didn't have that many possessions because Zeeland West just kept grinding it out. So just really quick, I want to look at the defense, too. Connor Olszewski actually ended up leading the team in tackles with 9 tackles for the night. So first time that Aaron Record didn't lead the team. Of course, he was second in tackles of the night. He had 7. Max Wildman had 6. Hunter Price with 5 tackles. Jael Jujem. Yeah, the sophomore had 7 tackles on the night as well. David Brittenfeld, we said he had to step up defensively as well. And you could tell he's a little bit, working both the offense and defensive side of the ball. Brittenfeld, he had a remarkable game, but boy, he's going to sleep well tonight. Let's just say
they all are. It's kind of nice that they're going to have an extra game, and they'll get back and do a workout and get in the weight room, and then Sunday will be the draw. Everybody's looking forward to the playoffs. I think this was probably a good game to have for Game 9.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of adversity. You learn things from these kind of games. You had some new guys. You had to play a different style of defense. I think they learn a lot from this game moving into the playoffs.
Well, and I think what's really important, too, is that they play another Wing T in Division 5 down the road. Playing a game like this is so helpful.
Yes.
Because at the D5 level, we're not going to see the same size, the same speed, the same effectiveness both on the ground and in the air, that Zeeland West brought to the table tonight. And so if we see this down the road in the playoffs, I think the Falcons are going to be in good shape.
I think so, too. Can't wait for Sunday, see what the draw is. I think West Catholic's definitely guaranteed to have at least one game here to open up for pre-districts, and we'll see who's on the other side and get the whole story on Sunday.
I love Sunday
and
night.
we will be back next Friday night for this game.
You're going to have to text me because I'm probably going to be driving. Of course, I can try to get it on the phone. Actually going to the Lions game on Sunday.
I'll be there, too.
Oh, you'll be there, too?
Yeah, buy a beer.
Sweet. Yeah, you can say that.
All right. I think we can say that.
Yeah, we're all set. Thanks, Steve Grooms. Joe?
Yeah, just want to thank our sponsors again, Fox Pools, Custom Caulking, West End Body, Frank's Market, Padgett Business Services, Dubin Attorneys at Law, Shaner Avenue Nursery, Moore & Sons Roofing, Realtor Melissa Homewood, and Epic Realty, and your Falcon Touchdown Club, funding the finest high school football program in Michigan, I would say. Yeah, absolutely.
So your final score here tonight, for my partner Joe Sack, I'm Tom Mikowski. Your final from Zeeland Stadium, it is the Zeeland West Ducks 34 and the West Catholic Falcons 20. On to the playoffs. Zeeland West moves to 8-1 on the season. West Catholic, a hard-fought 6-3 season, as both teams are still going to end up in the top 10 in their respective divisions, and hopefully both have a long playoff run.
Pay attention to Division 5.
Yeah.
Lots going on tomorrow night.
A lot of good stuff.
You
And
bet.
we're hoping, wouldn't it be fun to hit Gladwin in D5?
Coach Groves High School.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how things pan out. So looking forward, no matter what, we'll be with you for the playoff action and hopefully calling from the first game from Falcon Stadium. We expect at least one game at home, but let's see how things play out. And so we hope to see you next Friday night at 7 o'clock. Not on Thursday, next Friday, as we continue.
Only Friday and
playoff
Saturday
coverage.
games from here out.
So, again, thanks for joining us for the regular season. Have a great weekend, everybody. Go Green.
And go Blue.